Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Salute the Sun. I am your host, the Uncommon Guru, your Uncommon DM. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
We've got a few
Wait,
extra
Butters
voices
left.
in here as well. Butters left. What? We're starting!
Butters! What the fuck? There it is. There he is. We just started, and you decide to leave the chat.
Backflip out.
Shaking my head. Alright, keep going. Keep going. Go on. Tom.
You might hear a few new voices in here. I have expanded the roster just a little bit. By a little bit, I mean I've pretty much doubled it. But that's to be expected. This is D&D. We roll with the punches and we have a good time. So, are you guys ready for the recap?
Yeah.
Alright. When last we left our intrepid group adventurers, Batalin, Weeping Bell, and I'm gonna need a moment here because I still have all your names memorized. Don't judge me. And Millie had arrived in a city during Winter Festival, enjoying the festivities, getting a chance to experience some of the local life. They were having a really good time. They got to speak with a few people, and looking around, the place felt fairly calm, fairly peaceful. As it got towards the end of the day, after dusk had settled, things went a little bit haywire. One of the members of the city suddenly shifted into the form of a werewolf, turned another member, and they began to attempt to attack people. Batalin, running in, was able to help fend them off, although he was bitten himself. And with the help of everyone working together, they were able to slay these creatures. One of them was spared. She is still technically alive, but she has been imprisoned until they can get someone who can actually come by to look her over and check up on her. After having a meeting with the local cleric and burying the other person, the group has had some time to rest, to think things over. If you guys had wanted to go to your tavern rooms, you could have done that.
Before we go,
I'm assuming we did, but first everyone got fucking
Hold on.
crug.
Hold on, Butters was saying something.
I'd like to go to that the one that was legit about to get ripped into pieces, and I fed that healing potion.
Yep.
Can I go find him?
Yeah, you can. Most of the people are in the tavern. That's mostly like kids and such. But looking around for that particular person, going from door to door, they will mostly peek through their windows very subtly. But eventually, you do actually see someone who actually lets you in, and it is that fella.
Oh, hey there! I wanted to come check up on you after what happened. Oh yeah, fuckers, get used to this voice again.
I love it. I don't know.
Did you need a place to stay? I apologize. Everyone's
Oh.
kind of in their rooms at the moment.
No, I got the room in the tavern.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure you.
I appreciate that. I wouldn't be here if you had managed to drag me out of that scenario. Thank you.
No problem. I just want to make sure you're okay and you're with your family. Now, have a good one. And he just turns around.
Thank you.
No problem. And he'll go back to the tavern after that.
So you go back to the tavern. You still see the guard drake getting swarmed by kids and playing with them, doing little airplanes with one on each of its little paws as it pushes them in the air up and down
It
as they
doesn't
go.
like take flight, does it?
No, it's like
Okay.
airplane is in like where it's on its back and it's putting their stomachs on its feet and pushing them up in the air.
Make sure I don't have to catch a kid. Okay.
No, it's not juggling them. That would be interesting.
Oh no, please.
Please
It's
don't
like
juggle the
dwarf
kids.
tossing, but different.
No!
Yes, please don't
Does a
juggle
dragon
the
have that kind of hand-ankle?
Dwarf tossing is a real.
kids.
Dwarf tossing is an actual sport.
Yeah,
Thank you very
but
much.
dwarf tossing in fantasy worlds is different.
Yeah.
Dwarf tossing gets you axed in the face.
Depends on the dwarf.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's a drake,
Okay,
and it is
let me-
is used to playing with kids.
Let me redact that.
Mhm.
Dwarf tossing 75% of the time gets you axed in the face.
Unless you know you're tossing them into enemies, in which case they're too busy killing other things to kill you.
Fireball. Homemade fireball.
Are we talking about the orc wizard?
Yes.
Excellent. His stinking cloud is like none you've ever seen.
Okay, so that did say stinking cloud.
It did say stinking cloud.
Yeah.
Oh god.
What'd you think it said? Sticky?
No, I thought it said sinking because I couldn't see the T.
Yeah, no,
Not
it's stinking.
stinking.
No.
It's stinky.
Yep.
Ugh.
But you guys are able to take up your rooms and get some rest. When dawn-
Wait,
what?
curious question.
Yes.
Does my Drake need to sleep?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to kidnap my Drake from kids.
They're all gonna pass out together with all the kids cuddled around them.
Okay, thank God.
Do we share rooms or?
You guys would have purchased separate rooms before you met, so you would have separate rooms.
Okay.
Yes. Is it a long rest?
It's a long rest, so yes, you are back up to full. You get all your spells back.
God bless. Thank God.
Bless.
Wait, was it tonight a full moon?
Are you checking?
Here, I'll look out my room as I take off all my clothes. I'll look out a window.
Quickly looking out the window to check that, it looks like it's a waning moon, meaning that it was a full moon the night before, but it is waning.
No, okay. Okay. Now sleep.
Now sleep.
Now sleep.
Okay, now sleep. Good night.
As you awaken the next morning, you hear the clattering of hooves outside.
There be a horse.
As well,
He just talks to himself. I love it. That'd be a
it's loud enough that you know that it's something outside, but I mean, you can go check on it, or you can get some breakfast. It's early in the morning. You guys are hungry.
I'll check it. I'll check out the
I'll
horse.
grab a piece of meat and then go look at the horse.
Can I look out my window?
I imagine.
Yes. You can
Wait,
look
would
out your window.
Batalon?
Hmm?
Batalon would be fairly new to horses, wouldn't?
Yes, were not many in this city, and you've not been over the area long enough to actually see many creatures like that. You've seen auks. Auks are pretty common, but horses not so much.
I want to go pet the horse.
If you're
So
getting
cute.
if you're getting just a chunk of meat to just kind of chew on, that's 3 silver. Just so you're aware.
What's the biggest chunk of meat you have?
Oh,
Still 3
Excuse me.
silver, but it's basically
fried ham.
yeah, it's basically a fried ham chunk.
I sneezed and took my own breath.
Bless you.
Jesus Christ.
You take your own
Christ.
breath away.
Also, how's that bite looking?
That's mood.
That bite. Roll a medicine check.
Charity Joanna Hope.
Ready, boys?
God.
He's got a
Where's
gun.
My medicine.
I got a gun.
That's what the big spell. I got a
Natural
gun.
20.
No.
Nice.
Ooh.
You sit down to look it over. For the most part, the bite wound, while it is still a wound, it's healing up quite well. The whatever healing that other cleric had done helped to seal up the wounds, but you can still see like it's like a puffy red pockmarking around where it had bitten. As far as
Ooh.
you're aware, it didn't look like it had any kind of like rabies or anything like that. You're aware of diseases like that, but you don't feel different in terms of like that kind of disease. But it is puffy and red, so it may just need some more time to heal.
Okay, that is good. So, yeah, horse time.
Peeking out your window, Weeping Bell, you'd be the first to see it. You see it's a big cart. It looks like it's got actually a caravan of several, in which there are just a few different people, some of which look like they're traveling bards and such like that. One of which has an assortment of people who look like they've been who've paid to travel with them, which I will allow those who are on this cart to describe themselves one at a time. We'll start with let's start with the human male of the group. Would you like to introduce yourself, Sam?
There's a human man with red hair, longish, in a ponytail at the back. He's got like those mutton chops going down his face into a half beard, and he's wearing some nice clothing. Got a simple backpack on him.
Mhm.
Nothing beyond that.
He's just
Too
backpacking,
normal.
man. He's too normal.
He's too
Don't
normal.
trust him.
Kill him.
You want to
He's
stay
too
in
normal.
character? Seems too normal. Let's get to know him better.
Oz, would you like to describe your character next? Because I know you're excited.
Oh,
for
I-
this.
I would. She is a tall female tiefling wearing a deep dark blue blouse. It's long sleeved. The sleeves are poofy and they're held in by ties on her wrists. She's wearing a blue chest plate made out of light metal, and it has silver accents, black trousers with blue armored boots to match the chest plate.
You wrote this
And
out.
she is
She's too
very
interesting. We gotta
pale.
leave her alone.
Very pale.
Blue skin and vibrant blue eyes, and her hair is white. Her bangs are parted over her left eye, and they frame her face. The skin around her left eye is noticeably scarred, and the left eye is paler and milkier than the right. And she has bags under her eyes, and she looks a bit weathered and aged, kind of strict.
Are those
And she
bags
has
designed?
not 2, not 4, but 6 horns.
Oh Jesus!
Her curl.
a lot.
First pair starts at the front of her head and curls backwards. The second emerges from the middle of her head and curls outwards to frame her face. And the third start at the back of her head and curl it diagonally, both ending next to her jawline, almost reaching her chin.
Is she talkative by chance?
No.
Oh, because you would have hated my guy then. He would have been chatting you up the entire time in the cart.
Holy shit.
You have 6 horns for tiefling. Yeah, you're definitely gonna get
Okay,
a lot of combo.
Oh,
New
yeah.
character, tiefling with 1 horn, celestial warlock.
And Limey, would you like to describe your character?
So you see another tiefling. This one, they're wearing a lot of very loose clothing, so it's really hard to get a bead on what gender they are. They've got very dark purple hair, sort of pulled back into a messy ponytail. Just one pair of horns. It sort of branches, so it seems to curl up towards the top of the head, and then also continues down, curls around the back of the head. They've got quite a nice metallic gold cape. It's sort of silken and it shimmers a lot. They've got a fairly ordinary looking shirt, except it's got no shoulders. It's got the sleeves and the body, but no shoulders.
It's shoulderless.
Oh, she's got a cape to cover them.
They've got sort of a semi skirt that goes over a pair of traveling trousers. They've got a pair of boots, but it doesn't look like the boots get worn a lot, and they have a surprisingly fluffy tail.
Uh-huh.
Love it.
I don't know
Here's-
if I'm straight or gay. That's okay.
Here's my character. Well, here's what my
Oh.
character's gonna do. What is it? Oh, who's the closest one to the tavern? Out of
Oh no.
Closest one to the tavern is not one of the 3 in the cart when you walk out. They've actually passed by just by 1 or 2 carts. The closest one in one of the carts is the person who's driving it, who is a thick-armed Goliath man.
Oh,
hello.
hey there. He just runs up. He just walks up and hugs.
He's up on a
Like-
cart.
Say run. That works
I
better.
do it.
He
do.
kind of looks down at you, just kind of like looks down, just like just kind of pushes you back gently. He's like, excuse me. He pulls the cart over. And he's just like, can I help you?
I just wanted to say hi.
Has Millie come out at this point just to watch
Hello.
the Talon just
You,
Oh,
you-
this guy for
you
no
come out
reason?
and see it. Yeah, he's like,
I'm watching this from the window, so
Yes.
can I like stare before like closing the blind?
yes, you can. You just watch this and you slowly close the blinds, just like, nope.
I'm tired. I don't wanna
judging
do this.
expression?
Oh, by the
It's not even that he's judging. He's just tired.
For the new people that's wondering who's doing this, it's a taller human male, dreadlocks, got more of like an islander type of vibe. Tattoo of a 7-tentacled squid crawling across his body. Not squid, octopus. There
Octopus.
you go.
You're a kid now. You're a
Are
squid
we
now.
walking in?
You guys are coming to a stop. They're starting to get
Cool.
themselves ready to enter the tavern.
Ugh, trip was terrible.
I'm getting.
I
a bit
don't
sore.
know. I thought it was pretty nice.
Never speak to me again.
Oh, but please, there are so many more questions I have.
No.
Julius just wishes to know everything.
Knows nothing.
Did he just speak in the third person?
Oh yes, Julius speaks in the third person.
Oh,
That's so cute.
At this point, can Matalon just see them talking, him just having a big smile while staring at them
Yes.
from outside of the cart?
Yes, you can.
Billy's just kind
Hey.
of tiredly staring at the car in her brain. Note to self: stay away from the blue tiefling.
There seems
Oh,
to be.
I'm watching these two interact, and I'm just like, it must be true love.
I love
Freddy's like clutching this really pretty silver quarterstaff, and she like has it on the ground like she's leaning on it, and she has like the most exasperated expression. She looks very tired.
From
Julius
outside.
sees a very strange man staring at us outside.
Hello there, I'm Matalon. It's nice to meet
Hello!
Charity
I'm
walks
very
past and goes towards the
happy
end.
to meet you too!
you. Walk
Do you-
past, he gives you a quick side hug.
Are you using the quarterstaff to walk?
A little bit, yeah.
Ma'am, do you need help?
No, this is fine.
Is
Billy will
Julius.
offer help, but Billy can tell she don't want to talk.
Oh, hello. I'm guessing your name is Julius. It's nice to meet you. I heard you talking in third person.
I am Julius.
Nice to meet you. Come down here so I can give you a...
Please no.
Yes.
So, yes.
Julius will hop down and kind of try and avoid the strange man who's trying to give him a hug.
You
I
can't
get
run
it.
from.
I
you,
get the hint.
you can't run from it. Eventually, he's gonna hug you.
Nah, he's not gonna rape this guy. He's
He's not going to get unconsensually hugged.
To his disappointment, I just heard him go, "Aw."
No, I said, because I'm laughing at
Oh.
everything going on. You see, this is why you invite new friends to D&D. This is the kind of comedy you can get.
How about you? And he'll look at Limey's character. Do you want the hug?
They've been seeing everyone avoiding the hug. They basically run off the cart and jump at him.
Yes.
Make an athletics check, Butters, to make sure that you don't fall over from the tackle hug.
That's so precious.
Right.
You so fucking
That one,
precious.
that
when
one,
you
that one.
smile.
Your ass on. Nah, you
Damn it!
you do the thing where you catch them, and because of the momentum, you're just like you kind of pivot.
It's like a parent catching a kid.
It's like a parent catching a kid, as well as a kind of a battle stance. Where you're used to being grappled, and you're like, I know what
Power
to do. You grab
stance.
them, and instead you don't grapple them, but you grab them. You kind of tilt your body so that you kind of swing them around, so that they're keeping their momentum, so that you can then kind of grab them and pull them into a nice, good hug.
I love this civilization.
Oh god! Oh god!
I love Batalon.
I love Colin too.
Oh, there, I'm Batalon. What is your name?
Oh, hi, Vitalan. My name is Freya.
Freya?
No. Are you saying that in character or out of character?
Out of character.
Oh, sorry.
Freya.
Freya, yes.
Oh, Freya. Okay.
Yes, not
Almost
Freya.
like Frieza, but it's like with a Y.
Frieza.
Yeah.
Oh, Freya. Very nice. Let me introduce you to my friends. And he'll turn around and just immediately accidentally bump
as a child.
Okay.
And
I'm
go,
just
"Oh,
absolutely saying, like, him turning around while carrying Freya, he's just gonna kind of, for a quick second, see Millie's eyes cubes, like, oh no.
More hugs.
places her down next to Millie. And I met a friend.
I can see that.
Friend? Friend?
Oh dear.
Friend?
Oh, yeah.
Plus,
I
Why
would be
wouldn't he be?
considered his friend. I can just imagine just behind her drink is just kind of like,
Charity is sitting on the
Wait,
table
wait,
behind
Bree?
you guys, and she is like her face. And
Yes. Behind
Oh yeah, there's
Millie.
a fucking drag.
Also, when you went into the place Oz, as you walked in, you thought there was this very nice copper statue. It's like, hey, good decor. They've got like this dragon statue, and as you sat down and looked back, you just watched it like turn its head and look at you, wink, and then walk out. It is a medium-sized creature, about a little bit bigger than a mastiff, and it is just looking at there with like this dopey, goofy, prankstery grin on its face, which is interesting on a dragon's face.
Charity doesn't outright go to bother it because she has a headache, probably. So she's just like sipping some water and rating on food. She's watching it though. She's keeping an eye on it.
Of course. Yeah, it's outside right now behind Millie, just kind of sitting down
Watching
behind her
the door.
laughing. Yep.
Did you already get someone today?
What do you mean?
She's like talking to her Drake because like she knows that look.
It like
Oh,
its eyes slowly roll to the right, just like no.
Oh, I see the Drake,
Mhm.
and I invoke beast speech.
You try and speak to it. It kind of looks at you, just like, kind of like leans forward, just like, wait, what are you saying? And then it takes a moment, but it kind of like tilts its head, just like, beast speech is not good. Hard on tongue.
Would I notice her trying to do this?
You hear her making noises.
Rawr,
Can I-
rawr.
Would I be able to guess like what she's trying to do?
Roll an Arcana check.
Does
I
it-
did not realize that this hurt your throat.
Fine. Not
Did-
normal. Yes, with that, you are aware that she is attempting, at the very least, some form of speak with animals, which is a ranger spell that you'd be aware of.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it speaking Draconic? Can it
Uh,
speak?
It cannot
It-
speak Draconic. It does understand Draconic, but it is currently attempting to speak using a more primitive tongue, essentially. It's trying to speak in... Actually, no, it can't speak Draconic, can it? We said that it could.
No,
no, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Next level. Next level.
This thing. All right, that was out of character.
Yep.
He doesn't exactly speak beast,
Oh,
but he
what
can
kind
understand
What
Draconic.
kind of language does he speak?
He doesn't.
Not yet. You just hear him going... You're like,
He doesn't
not
speak
yet."
quite yet.
That is your monster.
Excuse you. He's not a monster. He is a Drake.
All the
He's a
same.
little baby boy.
Very proud baby boy as he lifts his head up pridefully, just like, yes.
Oh, but when I call you a
You're a
baby, I'm
good
the
boy.
villain.
He melems at you. Then,
Just-
yes.
You're a
good. He like shuffles back and forth, like, hee. His little beanos on the ground.
Oh, please don't encourage him.
But he is very sweet.
Like he gives you the side eye of just, oh, she'll learn.
At this point, can I
I
say
mean,
we
he
don't
seems
like
very-
just walk down?
Yes.
He
You,
seems very sweet.
Weeping
Believe-
Bell rushes you and gives you a
Run!
I would like to.
Bear
I would like to mention that, like, when he walks down, his hair is out of his bun. His hair goes like down almost to his knees,
long hair.
and he has long hair. It's very messy, and he looks like he's very tired.
Long boy. Sorry.
Yep, and then he's coming to bear hug you at full speed.
I legit.
Can I try to avoid this somehow? Can I? Like,
You-
Can I-
Athletics check.
I'm gonna say she got a warning because that run was in character.
From both of you.
19.
So 19
From
on
both
Batalon.
of us?
Batalon's ready. Yeah, from you as well, to see if you can dodge it.
Yeah!
It's bear, and you just kind of like, you just see it at the last second. You step, you kind of like bend. It's like you use your poor feet to your advantage. You trip yourself, fall over, roll back onto your feet, and keep walking as Batalon kind of runs past you like, oh.
He's gonna look back at Batal and go, "Later. I'm too tired right now."
Okay, he pats you on the head.
That's fine.
I met new people, they seem nice. Follow me.
Well, there's the one in the bar right now with the walking stick. She doesn't seem exactly social.
She seems very sweet.
That's
Fire
so
is going to wave. Hello.
Wait,
Me?
me?
Yes.
Yes, he's waving at Weeping Bell.
Oh, he's gonna just hold his hand up and slightly wave back. It's kind of awkward.
They smile. You waved.
A moment later, you hear a few, as you hear, you see these like little kids just like walking down the stairs. As they're walking down,
Does
You-
one have a stick?
No, no, they don't all. I mean, yes, one of them still does have a stick. We kept that.
Taught him
all-
the ways.
All of them have some form of ink on their face. One of them has like one of the girls has a ink mustache. One of them has a circle drawn around their eye and a dot on their nose. One of them has been given ink freckles. Looks like someone just drew all over their faces.
What happened?
I'm just gonna squint. Like,
Millie like leans down to her drink. Weren't you supposed to be on guard duty for these kids last night?
Make a perception check.
Oh.
Purse. He
Yeah,
has,
this is
he has a
going.
black ink around some of his tail scales.
You didn't.
You see innocent eyes looking up at you like, me? I couldn't.
Where did you get the ink?
Shrugs.
I'm asking the real questions here.
Of course. You don't know.
Hey, that's some nice ink now.
What are you talking about?
Oh, sweet.
You got a mustache. You got a circle on your eye. You got freckles. They're all just like looking at each other, just like, what happened to your face? What happened to your face? They don't seem to mind it, but they're just like rubbing at their face, just like, I need
Does
a
the tavern-
towel.
Does the tavern or does the innkeeper have like a wet rag that I can use to wash?
Yeah, I
it?
was about to say, would I be able to
as he
help
sees
on?
it, yeah, as soon as he sees that, he's like, I'll get you some wet rags. Don't worry. Give me a second. I'll be right out with your food, ma'am. Don't worry. I'm sorry. Just give me 2 seconds. Runs back,
It's
gets some
fine.
hot rags. He's like, here. He hands one to Millie, one to Weeping Bell, so he can wipe them down. And a second later, he comes out with a piping hot tray of food for currently the only person who's sitting down and actually eating, which is Oz's character. If everyone else orders food, let me just pull out the book real quick just to make sure about.
Millie just has like this accusatory glare at the drink. It's like taking care of another
I mean,
child.
I'll order some food
Yep.
and wait for it while, cleaning the...
Of course. This is considered a modest meal, so it is 3 silver.
Alright,
How many gold
Sure.
is that? I
Take
don't
my
have any-
silver.
If you pay him in a gold, he'll give you back 7 silver. So
I
remove
will,
1 gold, give 7 silver.
I will buy a meal for for Oz's character, Sam's character, and Lami's.
Okay, so
Holy
you
shit.
get back 1 silver if you give him a gold.
Julius thanks you for this meal. You seem like a lively bunch.
Charity looks at what's his face? I'm sorry, but I forgot your character's name.
But darling, it's fine.
Battalion.
So, and she's like, she's like, your generosity.
Yeah.
You're generous.
Your generosity.
I'm happy to be kind. I've got much money and I want to spend it very.
Julius had fun talking to her, the whole cart right here.
Can I see that she did not have fun?
Insight check.
Perhaps do not advertise how much money you have.
Why not?
Because where there is money, there are people who look to steal it.
All they had to do was act nicely and I'd give them some. What's his man?
He's a very sweet guy.
Would you be willing to empty your pockets?
Depending on the person, of course.
Would you give me a gold?
Sure. And he hands you a gold.
Holy shit. He's too
Oh, he
good for
raises
his
her
own
eyebrows like
good.
very, very high, then moves one of her hands up to like the bridge of her nose and like massages and closes her eyes.
She's like, oh gods, give me strength.
Lord is testing me. The Lord is testing me.
Which
Wait, did Julius actually give her the gold?
No, Batalon gave her a gold.
Metallic, yeah.
Talon straight gave you a gold, yeah. Like
Are these kids clean or are they squirming?
They're squirming and they're like, "Ah, it's too early." But you scrub them down, and you're used to kids being squirmy.
I was
You
just to say,
and Weeping Bell, you're very gentle about it. You're very slow,
I am.
methodical.
I would like crouch down to one of them, and be like, "You have something right here." And he's gonna poke where the little drawn mustache is, gently wipe it off.
Yeah. And as soon as it's gone, they wipe their face down. Thank you. And they kind of like play with your hair for a second, then they kind of just run over and jump into a chair.
Aww.
Yeah, he'll definitely let them. He'll like move forward, like lean forward a little bit so they can tear.
Good dad.
Blast.
Good dad material.
One of them, like when you do that to one of them, they just kind of stare at you for a moment. They kind of duck down, turn around, and just kind of like lean back to kind of like sit in your lap, just like yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, sure. I'll let them.
They stay there for like
Pat him on the head.
They stay there for a minute as someone else gets wiped down. And then when they're like, "Come on, we gotta go eat." Oh, but okay. And they're like, they reach up and pat your cheeks. Thank you. And they run over to the
Where
chair.
is Where is the mini Millie?
The mini Millie is as soon as you wipe her down, she is attached to your leg.
Ah! I'm gonna pick her up and carry her. I'm assuming she was the last one anyway.
Yes, and she is currently piggybacking on you. As soon as you pick her up, she like squirms around to piggyback on you, just kind of like resting herself on you, just like, it's too early. I want to stay with her.
Weeping Bell's gonna look up at Millie and go, "Adopted child, I see."
Don't say that. No. No.
He's gonna give you a very small smile and stand up and brush himself off.
I think this is someone else's baby. I can't do this.
Was that in character?
Yes.
He's just gonna like
she-
lightly
Yeah.
pat your arm and be like, "I was just joking."
The little kid reaches up and squishes your cheeks, like, "Hi, yeah, daddy and mommy, and they think you're odd, but they like you, and they're good people, and they're gonna come to the
Squishing
tavern."
whose cheek? I'm assuming.
Millie's.
Ah!
She's very tired.
If anything, you could be like her aunt.
She already considers me an older sister.
Yeah, Big Millie.
Big.
That works.
Is she still squishing? I'm being
She lets
used as
go.
a plaything.
She lets go your cheeks.
I'm gonna walk back into the tavern, and I'm going to put my hair up now
Mhm.
into the same bun
Mhm.
as before.
Same hat.
Actually,
big
maybe I should go. Maybe I should go with his default ponytail. You know what? Let's go with his default ponytail, so his hair is slightly to his like lower back.
Right.
Jesus H. Christ.
He has long hair.
You guys get yourselves ready for the day. You guys clean up your plates. The kids all do the same. With the day having broken, people do start milling into the tavern besides those who have come into town. Those who've come into town are getting rooms other than these three who are currently eating with you. The parents start coming in, collecting their children. And eventually the cleric kind of just walks in, looks over at you guys, gives a little wave at you three. How you holding up?
Tired, but I'm alright.
Oh, it's a gnome dude.
It's the gnome dude, yes.
My Drake decided it was a good idea to prank the kids.
The kids aren't hurt by it.
It's a wonderful time.
It's a new day, and it's hopefully going to be better than last night. Let's just hope for that. Gives a little nod,
sure
a serious
hope so.
nod to you guys. I did some looking around. I was looking for my friend, the alchemist.
Oh, the one that made me that nice push.
Yeah, he was missing yesterday, and I went looking for him. I found a note in his place. I knocked and knocked, but he didn't answer. And well, I got the keys from the mayor. I went inside. There was a note saying that he was taken off, heading somewhere up north. Don't know why he was planning to go up there, but there was also some kind of a ruckus in his back room. Looks like some claw marks and such like that, kind of similar to what we saw last night.
Oh, that's never good.
No, that's what I was thinking, but I gotta stay with the town. And if
Do you want us to investigate?
If you could, I can pay you in advance.
Am I overhearing? Can I hear this?
Make a perception check.
Where is it? All right.
Mm, no, you're focused on the food.
Okay.
I mean,
can
I would
read-
assume Batalon would be up for it. Weeping Bell, would you mind?
I don't mind helping acquaintance. And he looks towards the gnome.
The gnome pulls out a backpack and offers it to you.
Millie will take it.
In the backpack, there are 4 potions of healing.
Oh,
Oh.
this is rather generous.
Yeah, this was, like I said, considering an advance payment, considering the value of them, I figured should cover most of the cost for finding him.
Sure, I'd rather
don't
give over money
have
anyway.
to
Of course.
worry about payment at all with me. This is very kind of you. Thank you.
At the very least, it'll keep you safe if you need a little pick-me-up, Gives a wink.
Of course.
And who knows, maybe you'll find him and bring him home. Maybe I'm worrying for nothing. Let's hope I'm worrying for nothing.
We'll do our best to find him.
Julius is willing to help if you need an extra pair
Holy
of
shit!
hands.
Please
Julius
tell
has just
me
been
that.
standing there smiling the whole time.
Please tell
Oh,
me that
yes.
gnome literally leapt up in the
Yes.
air and fell.
Wait,
Yes.
hold on.
Julius,
Hold
I hear
on.
that.
on occasion,
The
Yes,
commotion.
you
you
hear
join
that.
us on one condition.
Oh yeah, I
Wait,
probably heard
wait,
that
that-
as well.
Butters
Would
is
that-
trying to say something.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Julius, you can join us on one condition.
Oh.
And he opens his arms.
I don't know what's wrong with everyone not hopping into his arms. Like, what the fuck?
What's a
Julius
little lady
would
doing?
very hesitantly walk into your arms.
Backbreaker,
but he
backbreaker,
wouldn't open
backbreaker.
his.
Like doing
Can I
the
try to
penguin
crack
waddle.
his back?
What seems to be the trouble over here?
I'm just gonna try to crack his back. make him-
athletics
make him-
Yes.
Can
Okay.
While
Do
you're
the
doing
spine
that, can I
lift.
see if this
Yep.
wisdom save made me jump at the sudden? I can help.
With a 13, I'm going to say that just barely passes.
Okay.
But yeah, the
Move
gnome
forward.
jumps. He's surprised by this. You approach them, asking what the trouble is. Oz?
It seems like we might have a missing person issue.
You hear him whisper something in Julius, or you see him do it.
What? Oh dear.
Anybody want to roll perception?
I'll
yes.
try.
I'm gonna use
I'll
my
try
shoulder
this.
physical dice.
What should
I got a
roll-
12.
What should I roll to keep this silent, Guru?
Okay.
Should I roll stealth?
roll a stealth check.
18. Weeping Bell,
Emmy hears it.
you hear Batalon whisper, "Your secret's your secret is safe with me."
What?
Okay. Okay. Weeping Bell's not gonna question that.
Yeah, it's too
That
early
is
in
a
the morning
miss.
for that.
Yeah.
If there is a missing person, then allow me to lend my assistance to you.
Oh, of course, on one
The more the
condition.
Oh no. Battalion, you might get injured for this.
It is worth it.
He's got tears rolling down his eyes. He's like holding out his arms for a hug.
Oh no.
Already raises her staff in warning.
I
One
don't
day you
think
might cross the wrong person.
Come on.
Raises her staff higher. She's ready to whack this guy.
You want to join our mission and get healing potion you give me?
Turns to I'm sorry, what Alex? I mean,
Millie.
no,
Millie.
Paris. Okay.
Really is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Character name. Okay.
Yes, character names.
Are you the one in charge here?
She just kind of like shrugs, like it's not. It's more a team effort, but sure.
Don't think anyone's in charge here.
I refuse to hug this man.
He's not gonna hurt you. Just
What
want
did
some
you do?
affection.
He's a good too sweet for his own good.
Very quietly
As
from
is-
behind all of us, bring it in. Jerry's like, please help me. But Solid, I don't think she's the hugging type.
Why?
He's so hurt!
Oh, but Solid, no!
Just,
I'll hug you!
just some people don't like being hugged. Some people just don't like being physically touched.
His smile diminishes a little bit.
It's nothing
I want to
personal. Some people have different boundaries. You should
Byria
respect
has
that.
probably been watching this and seeing that the other tiefling is not willing to be hugged, and then definitely seeing Batalin's smile start to go away. They rush over and just sort of hug him.
You part of the team.
Team? There's a
You're
team?
coming on an
Uh-oh.
adventure with us now.
Maybe ask her consent first.
Would you want to go on an adventure with us now?
Okay.
What's the adventure?
Adventure with us.
I feel like Batalin's parent, despite the fact that I think he's 4 years older than my character.
Does
I was only 21.
does eating wake me up a little bit? Because I'm sure
Yes.
Weeping Bella is like,
Tired.
picking at his food.
Coffee here?
As usual.
There is coffee. It is something of a rarity, so it is 5 silver for it.
Oh, they're gonna say 5 gold. I was about to have a heart
so
attack.
five-
I
five
get
silver.
to lose it.
You can get some.
Yeah, I'm gonna put down 5 gold. 5 gold? Is that what you said? 5
5
silver?
Five silver.
silver.
Okay,
It
sorry.
ain't 5 gold.
Gee, I was gonna say like, oh,
I'm
I
not
would
wringing
put-
out your pockets just yet.
Do we get any bonuses for like food or anything?
For
'Cause of-
coffee specifically, yes, you do. You get
Okay.
a +1 to initiative. So you are a little bit
not
more
like that
alert.
as much for me.
I'll
Right,
take
I'm
some
not
coffee.
taking
I had a
Then.
+2 yesterday because I legit. I think tonight chugged.
You-
You chugged a
chugged a
tanker's
tanker.
worth.
Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah,
bad.
you were
Wait,
chugging a tanker's worth. This is why you had
is
a
it the same
+2.
pumpkin coffee?
Yeah, it was pumpkin spice coffee.
Yeah, it is. This one is. You can also order the pumpkin spice. That one is gold because it is left over from
Oh,
yesterday.
okay. Yeah, sure. I'll fucking pay a gold for that.
Yeah, so you
I'll
can't
take
get
the normal
pumpkin-
coffee.
Yeah, you can't get pumpkin spice.
I had
Alright,
a headache
cool.
after I drank
I'm
that.
taking
I
my
am
sweet ass time drinking that then.
Oh, here we go again.
Julius avoids caffeine.
No.
So if I feel more awake, I'm gonna turn to Patal and be like, "Hey, come here for a second."
Oh no.
Yes.
I'm
He's
still
gonna-
attached to his shoulder.
He's reluctantly, but still hold out his arm a little bit for a side hug.
Bro.
One on
He
either
takes
side.
your side. He'll take the side hug for now.
For now.
He'll
He wants more later.
you know that awkward like when you're meeting family and like when you hug them they like pat your back really awkwardly. That's what he's doing.
Pat.
Yeah.
Is everyone just getting hugs?
Yeah, you want one?
Oh dear.
He was more awake.
Sure. What the hell? She holds her arms out to Vitalik.
Yes.
Yes. Victory.
Hug. He so deserves it all.
Oh yeah, from my tribe, we love showing physical affection.
Julius would kind of just be like, eh. And he'll grab a hold and, like, try and hug back as hard as you did, if not harder than last time.
Oh, let's see how this goes.
I'm
roll a
back, lads.
Strength check
Did I
or
miss
athletics
anything?
check if you're proficient.
Hugs.
Oh.
You grab him, you try and pick him up, and you just kind of like, you feel all the good pops that he did to your back kind of just kind of like undo themselves for a second. You're like, but you're not in pain or anything. It's just like,
Oh, what the fuck? Why not?
And then he just readjusts you. And then
It's just a group hug. Bring
Just a
it in,
group hug.
little
Everyone's
dragon
hugging.
boy.
Little
excuse me.
dragon.
Weeping Bell is now out of this. He got out of that hug.
Gertie is standing off to the side and looking at them with like very
Weeping
neutrally.
Bell.
She's like,
Excuse me, can you please? You see like 4 kids just like, oh, we want to do that. And they all just like, all of a sudden you see a wave of children run over there,
Oh,
just
dear.
start jumping on and hugging you as well. It's suddenly becomes a mosh pit of children hugging you.
Dog pile.
Can I
Julius
go?
would have backed up before that happened.
Yes.
Can I basically just go, okay, we're causing scene, and try to pick as many of everyone up as I can and start
Yes.
walking outside?
Yes.
Help!
Everyone's like,
Millie
oh,
was
I
like
need more
talking-
than a thing to have been keeping hold.
yeah,
Millie
you're
was
getting
like,
held.
Millie's stuck in this fucking hole. Like, well, I didn't expect this.
So he carries the two of you out. Everyone else who wants to follow Batalon can. The Drake is just kind of tottering off to the side, just like, yes, this is good, nodding to himself.
Don't laugh. Help me.
We're going on an adventure. I'm so excited.
Fucking Drake, bitch.
Mlim.
Wait a minute, who's Batalon carrying right now?
Millie and Freya.
Freya.
So he's got those
Already
two, he's
like
just,
follows
out
them
and up.
outside
Yes.
at a safe distance, but making sure in case one of them
Safe
falls.
distance.
He's there.
Since everyone's
She's
now
close
walking out,
enough
we
that in case he drops one of them, that she will be there to pick them up, or to catch them.
Also, we have one Meduino now.
Meduino.
Meduino, boo.
No.
So guessing as we run outside, Batalon with two people underneath his arms, he accidentally almost bumps into somebody.
Thankfully not. You do see someone walking up the stairs to the tavern as you're walking out, so thankfully you don't run into them, but they kind of jump a little bit like, thank you again for your help the other day. It's the mayor. He's kind of like hesitantly, like he's like looking between you all, like, whose hand do I shake? Turns to Weeping Bell and holds his
Shake
hand out.
mine. Shake mine. And he basically just
Do I-
gently puts down.
I'll look to the mayor and my eyes dilate a little bit, turn to little slanties before blinking, just taking his hand and shaking it kind of awkwardly.
Haha. Kind of gives a quick shake back, just like,
Wait,
that was odd.
who did
I'll
Batalon
gently
put down?
put down Millie. I'll gently
Okay.
put down Millie, then throw my hand.
Oh,
He
dear.
he slowly just like takes your hand and gives it a quick shake. It's definitely a lot weaker than yours, but it's a good strong shake.
Yeah,
Don't crush his hand.
So happy to help. So happy to help. I made sure everybody got out of there okay. If I
Yeah, we're really grateful for that. Honestly, it's just, you know, that was something else.
Guru, what are the fucking races of the people that I'm in the challenge?
Predominantly, they've been human, half
Because I know
There's
one's a
been the gnomes.
paladin and one's a fighter, right?
Mhm.
If you see a half-elf wearing a heavy armor and a human, that looks kind of like me but not as sexy, can you do me a favor and tell them have a good day?
I can tell him to have a good
It's
day.
supposed to be so pure. Yeah, he knows he's sexy.
Charity looks down at Millie and is like, is he always like this?
Yeah.
I
Do you want to
see.
buy some earplugs before we head off?
Oh, I will be fine.
Millie's just kind of looking at her with like this, I'm so sorry. Look.
Thank you for the offer. She's not really that mad at you or anything. She's just like, eh.
It's more like the sympathetic. I'm used to this kind of thing, but I don't know if you are.
Right. So if you guys are traveling now, just so you guys are aware, with the three who came in, you do have a cart and a horse.
Nice.
Oh, fuck yes.
Cool, but shouldn't we get rations first?
You can.
Yeah.
You guys
Alright.
going to the general store to get those?
Yeah.
Sure.
Start with any rations. I gotta see.
I start with like 2. I need more.
Oh wait,
F10.
Yeah, most
Dawn.
people. What?
question.
Yes.
Can I do the thing with the Drake still, or is it I can't do it until level 3?
Which thing?
Not the talking. The whole reason I have the Drake, essentially.
Oh, the thing that's level 3. Like he still like will like follow you around and such like that, but the combat wise, that's level 3.
Oh no, not the hang on, I'll DM it to you because none
Please
of them
take-
know.
I know. Please and thank you. Give me them good DTMs.
Because you said he's the size of a mastiff, and that sounds very small for what I'm talking about.
Wait,
His-
what's
his
the name of our
bubble-
horse?
Ah, right.
Do you know
I
how
apologize.
big
He
a
is.
mastiff is?
Yeah, Mastiff is pretty big.
Bigger
They're-
than half.
yeah,
Mastiff's
he's
big.
bigger. Like probably close. Like like when I say the size bigger than the size of a Mastiff, I mean in terms of like size. I don't mean in size of girth. He's a thick boy.
Thick. Wait, who are we talking about
So
again?
is this so what I'm asking is possible, Or not quite yet?
When you hit level 3, we will review that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to his shop. I know where the alchemy shop is because I left him a note earlier today or last night to take me.
Left him a note.
Before Weeping
It's
Bell
like-
goes with
I
them,
want to point something out. It's
can I try and pet the
Jamaican
horse?
with Indian thrown in.
Pet the horse.
You want to do what?
I want to
She
pet
wants-
the horse.
You pet the horse. Freya, as you speak with the horse, I mean, you've actually been doing this a few times. He kind of looks at you, just like, it's nice to talk to you again. Oh man, it's been something else recently. I mean, with all the
I'm
walking
so glad I don't
and
have to speak with animals.
man. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm
you've been doing such a good job, and I was thinking that maybe you get a rest, but now you're going to be having to help us.
Oh, that's okay. I got a good rest last night.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So we're going to be traveling again. Oh boy. Am I going to get
Does
some
the-
feed? Oh, I could
does
use
the
some
horse like-
feed.
I'll get you. Tell you what, I'm going to get you some carrots. You want some carrots?
Oh, you're too kind to me. You're getting nuzzles up to you, just like nuzzle. You just see this horse just like nuzzling into, like, yeah. Oh, you.
Does the horse like stamp its feet happy every
Yeah.
now and again?
Yes.
Weeping Bell is staring with very slight jealousy because he wants this horse's attention.
She, she just leans towards Weeping Bell. She's talking to it. Like, actually talking and understanding it.
Oh,
I
that
know.
is so
I'm-
cute.
Patient.
When you
We
ask
have a
this-
comic now.
we have a comic now.
Shit, hey.
How many people are there in this party?
Fine.
What the fuck?
7.
A lot!
Yeah.
Jesus.
We'll introduce him next week to make sure he's got
He's
enough time
muted.
to yeah, he can listen in so he can know what's actually going on. No worries on that.
2 weeks from now, not next.
Oh, 2 weeks from now. My
Yeah.
bad.
Does Faria pick up on Weeping Bell's jealous look?
It's not.
It's
not
like a
very
blank
apparent. It's like a.
stare.
It's yeah. He cannot tell a lot with his emotions. He's just blankly staring.
Would Weeping,
But
I mean,
Weeping Bell even
If
know
you
he's
want, you
jealous?
can roll insight. Yeah, Weeping Bell would know.
Okay.
He knows himself pretty well. He knows he's jealous. He's just good
Alright.
at hiding his emotions.
Still listening?
So I mean,
I can kind of hear you, comic.
He said he was just here to listen.
Oh, okay.
Ernie walks past and is like, "Come on, we should get to the shop before it closes."
Yeah, follow
Before it,
me.
gets
Except it's
crowded.
already
I
closed.
think
'cause
Evie wanted to
there's
try
nobody
something
running.
real fast.
I was going to say if you wanted, you could roll an insight check. What would I don't know what the DC would be for that though.
I know what it is. No worries.
Okay, cool.
Um,
That's up to you.
With that, you're currently too busy trying to speak with the horse to get its name, and right now it's just, oh jeez, oh no.
Aw, gee.
Okay, everybody, can I man the horse so I can take us to the alchemy shop?
I'll be right
Sure.
back.
Also, you do get its name. It says its name is Carl.
Carl!
Of course it's Carl! Of course it's Carl.
I see how it is.
I see how it is.
Thank you,
Spell-
Carl.
Spelled with a K.
Carl!
There's a dead human in the house.
If the horse kicks someone and kills them, then I'm done.
But yeah, but Talon is, helping to lead the horse, but during this time, Weeping Bell, you can go up and pet the horse.
Okay. I'm gonna pet the fucking horse so well.
Put
You
the
give him
fuck out of this
scratches.
horse.
Can I give it a little smorch on its little forehead?
When you
Yes,
do
bitch.
in Beast speech, you hear, "Oh man, everyone's being so nice to me. I don't know how to feel about this." And he's
I
just
can't
like,
fucking understand this.
No, you can't. I'm saying Limey is hearing this.
Okay.
You see him like stamping his hooves like very happily, just kind of like trotting in place, like, "Oh no, what do I do? I guess I'm just gonna."
It's okay. It's okay.
Are you
They
sure?
they like you.
Oh, okay. He gives a little nuzzle back to Weeping, like a full-on head pushed into your chest nuzzle, just like, yeah, I like you
that's
too.
So good. He's gonna keep petting this horse. He's fucking treating it so well.
Oh man.
Pyro is going to tell Weeping Bell, "You're making him really happy. That's good, and he likes it too."
He's gonna look up Blink and be like, "I am."
Yeah.
That's good at least. And he's gonna scratch behind his ears and.
Oh,
Sh-
that's the
showing
right spot
definitely-
right there. Yeah, please. Oh man, I've been trying to reach that all day.
He's just making this
I
very
just came
awkward.
back to that. I just came back to that. Oh my god.
I can't reach there. I to itch.
I just
It
imagine-
hurts. Oh, but it feels better now. Thank you.
I just imagine Millie looking down at her Drake and just switching to Draconic. Please, God, never act that lovey. Please, no, I don't think I can handle it.
Weeping Bell has a very soft spot for animals.
So does Millie, but holy shit, if the Drake continues to rub up against her like that, it's gonna fucking hurt. He's got scales.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Weeping Bell is totally fine with this too. Alright.
Ew, you drooled on my book, you nasty animal.
Eventually, Weeping Bell's gonna stop. Eventually, he might need someone to stop him.
Weeping
Pyro
Bell.
is probably going to drop the speak with animals once they know that Carl is happy, Weeping Bell is happy. They're gonna drop the speak with animals and just go with everyone else to the general store.
Of course, of course.
Oh, let's go get that. Let's go get that bread.
Let's go
Is that your character?
No.
Right, gamer.
Actually, that could be a character because I mean, a ration would be fucking bread.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Once
I
Weeping
can
Bell
see
sees everyone
Iron
else
Hawk.
leaving, he's gonna try and kind of catch up.
I'd like
But
to
still stay at
say-
the back a lot.
Can I try to Talon's interested in trying to man the horse. Can you try?
Roll animal handling.
Not bad.
And the horse is like it, like you, and it like you're not used to this type of creature. It's like a thin cow. It's like a thin, tall cow. And you just give it a little kick to get it.
Okay.
We had
Huh.
Yeah, cows. Yeah, they were like very different from the ones you've seen here. But you've got cows.
Sea cow.
So cute.
They're island
What the
cows.
fuck?
They're a lot different, like I said. Which when we get there, we'll be able to discuss that more. But you've seen cows, and you just kind of click your, and it just it follows along. You're like, hey, it actually worked.
Where we're at?
Making your
fine.
way
Alright,
to the alchemist shop.
I am so happy
The
right
alchemist shop
now.
is closed. There's no
Oh,
alchemist
yeah,
in
I
there.
know. I want to check if my note's still there.
Your note is still there.
So he hasn't been here since I've left. That's interesting.
Didn't he tell you that he was missing last night?
Yeah, maybe he came back without him knowing. I didn't know, or maybe somebody broke it. Can we look for forced entry anyway?
Make an investigation check.
I'll help him out.
No, I'll help you. I insist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see where the fuck. There it is.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
With a 21 investigation, you guys go around the place a few times. There's looks like there's been some kind of commotion from the back, but with your investigation, you see that the commotion leads away from the alchemist shop. Everything going
with
into this
them?
place looks peaceful. Yes, you're in the cart with
Oh.
them. Yeah, they
Can I
went to
follow
alchemist
them
shop.
then?
Yeah, you can be watching them do this.
Tail them. I'll follow. I mean, I won't sneak or anything, but
Yeah.
I'll tail them.
So you're watching them do this. You're just watching their investigation. You see marks on the ground
I'll be right
leading
back.
away from the alchemist shop.
Can I roll investigation to see where they lead? In what direction?
Sure.
It is a 2.
Okay. You kind of just stare at it for a moment. And you're just like,
What a mess.
she's trying to figure out which direction they went. You see like the marks kind of going in like a flurry of directions, and you keep trying to follow just one of these. Stay in one place thing. How many of these were there? Was it just one who was just thrashing around in the ground? What the hell?
Can I roll survival to try to figure it out?
To try and figure out. Sure.
Ooh.
You are also you're both just standing there staring at these markings. Just what happened here?
I try to figure out what animal or creature might have made them.
Nature check.
Okay, so that's a 14.
Okay, with a 14, you're looking it over, and one part of it looks like a human's hand digging into the ground, but another footprint facing a different direction looks like a dog or a big canine-like creature was in this area.
Okay, I turn to the group and I'm like, this was a werewolf.
Oh yeah, we killed some of them last night.
I point to the hand mark and the paw mark on the ground. So it's like, yeah,
Is that
that's
what we saw of the werewolves?
You don't know?
I'll take your word for it.
much appreciated.
Wait, shit, am I around?
You're on the cart. If you're all together at the cart, so you guys
Alright,
didn't split up. So if you
I
guys
haven't
had
been
wanted,
here
like
much
when you
anymore.
saw these three walking around the place, if you had wanted to follow them, you could have. Yes.
I haven't been hearing any more like whisperings, right? After the initial bite.
You heard nothing yet.
Did it tell me? What did I hear when it was whispering to me?
When you heard it after the one died, or what the person said at the end of his life?
Both.
Roll an intelligence check to see how much you remember.
Because I remember he said, basically the alpha was like kidnapped or something like that. And
He
then
said,
I don't
"Beware
remember anything.
the alpha."
Beware the alpha.
Yeah. As for what he said in your mind the other night, you remember what the guy said, but what was in your mind, you were just like, "I don't need your propaganda," and so you just immediately yeeted that out of your mind.
I actually said
He actually did say that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't remember what he said. You're just like, nope, I didn't need any of that propaganda. But you do remember what the guy said before he died. He said, "Beware the alpha."
Okay. Can I? It was was it snowing heavily last?
No, it was not.
Go back to where that dude transformed into the werewolf, and
And what?
where the guy turned into the werewolf initially.
You can. If the group wants to come with you, you can. If you want to go by yourself, you can.
Do you guys want to go see the initial sighting of the werewolf?
There was a werewolf?
Yeah, I killed one of them, and one of them is still alive. Oh, maybe we should go talk to the one that's still alive. That would be a good
You have
way to
one that's still
start.
alive?
Yeah,
Julius
we
thinks
did.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a very good idea.
Oh wait, then we have one who is still alive. Oh goodness gracious.
Oh lord.
Fire is looking a bit nervous.
Of course.
Just sort of like,
Don't worry, it's behind the bars. It can't hurt us no matter what.
Dirty doesn't even wait and like heads towards the wherever the thing. Would I know where it's being kept? That's
No.
where the jail is.
If you were
just
looking
made
for
it
the
in the
jail,
family.
you can ask around, or you can let them take you to it.
Or she'll wait for them to take. Yeah. Okay.
I was about to say, it's probably be a lot quicker for us just to take you to.
I'm going to turn to. Sorry, how do you say her name, Limey? Or their name?
Freya.
oh, Firea.
Firea.
Yeah.
Weeping Bell's going to turn to them and pat them on the shoulder lightly and go, "If you want, we can go get rations while they do whatever they're doing." As he's watching them walk away.
We're up to see the werewolf.
Is it
the
scary?
wonderful werewolf.
I'm pretty sure food is not scary.
Oh, are they sad?
Weeping Bell's like so confused. He's like, "You're talking about the rations, right? You're talking."
Fire is talking about the werewolf.
He literally just said rations. He's like, "Oh, it's scary." he's like looking so confused.
Yeah.
Can I roll something to see if it clicks for me?
The confusion, Fire will elaborate that they're talking about the werewolf.
Oh, okay. Weeping Bell's gonna raise that, but that I don't know. Be scarier. Might be sad. And he's like rubbing his chin as he's thinking. But we need to get supplies as quickly
Dirty
as possible.
tosses a
so
look
we can-
over her shoulder and is like, "Pick up 10 for me. I will reimburse you."
All right.
Okay. So we're splitting up. You guys are getting the supplies.
Yeah, we'll get the rations.
Okay. Who's going to
Yeah,
go to
cool.
the jail?
Definitely.
But darling.
I'll go with them.
Okay. So we'll split it 3 by 3, because I don't know if Paris is still here. I'll say she's going with you guys to get the rations.
Alright.
Alright, so you 3 head over to the jail. The jail keeper, he's got a one of the few battle axes in the city. He's kind of just rubbing it against a grindstone, kind of just staring at it, looking into the jail, looking back and just sighing, and just kind of smacks it into the table as you guys walk in, just like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting. Pulls it back out, just like, looks back at it, looks at you. Sorry, how can I help you?
Oh, we're doing some research and we found out the alchemy shop had werewolf tracks, so we wanted to come talk to the prisoner.
Oh, you wanted to you just wanted to speak with the miss. She's not well, but are you sure?
Yes.
Of course I'm sure, don't worry. I'll be the main one talking probably, because she knows me at least.
Alright, if you're sure, but come on. He motions for you to follow.
Okay. He's just happily following.
Let me turn off the cheerful music. real
Yeah,
quick.
like it might be a good idea.
Yeah, this is not gonna be a cheerful music type thing.
Ooh, I'm spooked.
Oh, good. One second here. I believe there's actually a track that I enjoy using myself. I need that, not that. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that either. No, I still don't want that. There it is. This is one of my more favorite for this kind of tone. Walking in to this jail cell, none of the other cells are filled at all. Seems this place is usually pretty peaceful, fairly quiet. In the cell at the end, almost as though they're trying to push her as deep into this place as they can to avoid her contact with the light at all. You see a woman. She's backed into the corner. She's gripping her head, just looking across the way, not saying anything, just almost looking catatonic.
Fatality's going, oh hey there.
Are there other empty cells that are closer to the light in the area?
Yes.
Would you, Julius? Would you like some light? Julius can make that.
No, it's fine. The light might shock her. Mrs. Hello. Hello?
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
We are currently in the jails.
Well, we are, not you.
Yes, you guys are currently getting rations.
Maybe she doesn't hear me.
You see her head raise up very slowly.
Oh, she does. I was going to take out my...
I can hear you. Her eyes kind of like
Hi.
slowly flicker over to him.
Hi, I'm Batalon. We met a bit yesterday.
I remember.
Yeah,
Blood.
yeah. Hmm?
I can still smell your blood.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay.
It's hunger. You see her grip hands digging into her arm as she slowly looks back down at the ground.
They fed you at all?
Yes. Greens.
Greens?
You see a plate of untouched vegetables.
Oh, she must want me.
I will talk to the guard about having them give you meat after we leave. And I will try to convince them to move you that at least has some light in it. This is oh god, the accent.
No worries.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. So we did come here to talk to you for a reason, and that is when I got bit, voices tried to enter my head. It was pretty weird, but I'm asking if you heard the same thing.
It's like howling. She's hands go to her ears to like try and cover up a sound only she can hear. Everything else is completely silent. I can still hear it, like someone screaming in my head.
Is it telling you to do something?
No, it's quiet now, but I can still hear it ringing. Ducks her head into her legs, just pushing against her head harder.
Did it tell you to do something?
Bite. Claw. Feed the pack.
Did it by chance where the pack was?
Her head kind of so looked up. Pack. Bite. Make the pack. Claw. Feed the pack. That's all I remember. She covers her face slowly, just dragging her hands and just weeping into them
Oh.
silently.
It's okay, don't you worry. We're going to have you out of this situation in a...
Yeah.
Trust me. I'm gonna put all of my focus on it.
She's not responding, she's just crying into her hands.
Charity turns around and heads back towards the main area where she could maybe try to find one of the guards or somebody who's in charge here.
It's one of the guys who is there. You see another person coming down from upstairs. They kind of look back at you. Didn't realize we had visitors.
Oh, you do. My name is Charity Joanna Hopeful.
Julius would
The
just kind
Church
of
of
do like
Anglo.
a little wave.
Miss Charity.
I've been sent to investigate the rumors of Lycan activity here.
Oh,
Well,
You.
you certainly found some, which
from down the hallway with Talon peeks his head out and goes, "Oh hi, I might have met you yesterday."
it's Talos, dude. Yeah, nice to meet you again.
But
Miss
Talon, close enough.
Miss Charity gives a little respectful nod. You were sent to research this. You were aware of something in the area.
Yes.
Day late and a few gold short, sadly. No offense meant, of course. Just a strike happened the other day. We motions down the hallway. We're trying to keep her out of the moonlight as much as possible, but unfortunately that also means daylight's not exactly easy to find for her. We're not sure if
And
feeding her...
I understand that excuse, but there is no excuse for not feeding her meat. That is the only thing right now. I request that you bring her meat.
Roll a persuasion check.
This. All right, let me. The 19.
Alright. Alright, I'm
19
just...
plus 2, which is 21.
Alright, look, listen, will it do her any harm? That's the main issue I have. I don't want her having meat and...
What will do her harm is the
I-
greens you are trying to feed her. She cannot eat them.
Out of character, yes she can while she's in her human form. It's only in wolf form that she cannot eat them. But if you're using that for your persuasion, I'm just letting you know that out of character. But if you're
Oh wait,
using
no.
that for
Let me
your persuasion-
rephrase it then.
Yeah.
She would probably know that. Okay.
Yeah.
She refuses to eat the greens. Please feed her meat, or she will starve herself.
I...
Request nothing else, and I will do my very best on behalf of the Church of Angla to solve this mystery.
Of course. Alright, I'll see what I can do, alright? Just,
Very much.
if you can find out anything, please. She has a family.
Until a solution is found. Thank you very much.
He gives a nod. Just be careful. We don't need
Will.
more of these things running around. He's infecting our people. Just be careful.
Will.
Gives another nod and he motions for you guys to exit.
Such a clutch 19. I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
Yeah. He rolled a 13, so if you gotten lower than him, he would have just said yes to your face and might not have done anything.
That fucker.
Well, you wouldn't have known,
I mean, that's out of character, man.
obviously. So you guys finish speaking to her. You exit out. And we're going to head back into the happy music as we go back to the shop.
Happy times.
Happy music
Hey!
times, guys. As Millie, Weeping Bell, and Freya are all at the general store getting some.
How upset is this shopkeep that there is a dragon wandering his aisles?
Excuse me, miss. Is there a way? Please don't hoard my things. Oh, please, I don't need to be added to any dragon's hoard.
Horde?
There's a dragon. There's a
Oh,
dragon in the shop.
No,
Why is there a dragon
no.
in my shop? I'm just a humble storekeep.
He's a drake.
Oh. That's still a dragon, isn't it?
No, they're very fundamentally different.
Oh.
Drakes do not hoard. And
Are
he's
you-
a special kind of drake under my control.
He squints at you. He looks at the copper drake who has currently a can in his mouth, just like not a can, a jar in his mouth, just like, huh?
Spit that out!
Aww.
I'm so sorry. She looks very sheepish as she puts the jar back on the shelf.
You have to wipe it down
I'm
first.
back
It's got
and I
a
can't
little
believe
bit of
it.
saliva.
Good
No worries.
shit.
No worries. You guys are wandering the store. Is there anything besides rations that you want from the player's handbook?
Carrots.
I want a book. Carrots!
Carrots? For carrots, those will be just a silver apiece. They've got a bundle of a dozen.
I am just here for the rations. The 10 that Oz's character wanted me to.
In total for the 10 would be 5 gold.
Alright. How much for like 10 for myself?
5 gold.
That'd be like, okay. I'll put that on the table then.
You pay for the rations, and he bundles them up into a little paper wrapping, and he hands each of them to you. They should keep
Thank
for a while. We've made sure to keep them well stocked so that people can, not go hungry out there.
Of course.
Especially with the cold dying down, that's definitely going to be helpful. But if you go up towards the mountains, they can get a little bit muddy, especially during the spring. Melting snow and all that.
Of course.
Is there anything else I can help you out with?
Are there any books around here?
Looking
roll-
around, would I be able to find any piques interest?
Roll a perception check, and as for books, he kind of looks at you. Books? I'm afraid I'm not a bookshop, miss. I don't really have I don't exactly have the gold to spend on books.
No place around here that does sell 'em?
There is one bookshop. It's very quaint. It has all 5 of the books we have in the city.
Millie's eyes actively widen.
Yeah? Yes?
I'll go check it out. Thank you very much for the helpful directions.
Of course.
I went to buy I'm gonna have to buy some rations for both me and this Drake, I'm assuming.
Yes. So if
Okay, so
you're feeding it, you can put down 10 gold, and you'd have enough for 10 rations between you and the Drake.
okay.
I'm going to pay for the carrot.
Mm-hmm.
And with my hand going to my coin purse,
Mhm.
to and then pull out a silver piece, and then I'm going to open my hands, and it's going to be a bunch of butterflies that just disappear.
Did you just do that to her money?
He's confused.
What did you just do?
Ew, like- and then I So
Oh, you're
That's the
roboting.
goal.
You're roboting Lammy.
Lammy, you're roboting.
No, Lemmy!
Lammy.
You're
You're
roboting.
roboting. Like the
Oh, dear.
thing.
Just oh dear.
The oh dear was clear.
Oh no.
Oh, there it is.
Still
Uh
roboting.
oh. You're roboting. Scoot over. Dead spot. Something. Move somewhere.
I don't have anywhere else I can go.
Oh, that came in clear as day.
All fucking clear.
So apparently my panic is fine.
What
Try
were-
one more time. One more time.
what were you trying to say?
After the little show, I do just pay for it with 1 gold piece.
Hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, you pay the gold piece. He gives you the carrots. I'm guessing you get the rations as well.
I'll grab 5 days of rest.
Okay. So that's
I've already got 5.
that's 2 gold and 5 silver.
Okay, so I'll give him 3 gold. I have no silver.
He gives you back 5 silver.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll just sort of... Can I tell if that made him happy or anything?
The robot's back.
If it made
Robot
the horse happy or the trick.
The guy at the general store. Oh,
You're trying to see if he was amazed by your trick.
yeah.
He looks baffled. Like he takes the money. He's just like looking around for the butterfly. He's just like, I must be seeing things in my old age.
No, you're not. I see him too.
Okay.
Faria's just gonna wiggle her magic.
Oh.
Magic. What the hell kind of magic is that?
I don't know, but it made a coin turn into butterflies. I don't think I can ever trust a butterfly not to be a silver piece now.
Nothing, it's just now loose.
I wonder. Hey, Freya.
Yes?
Can you turn something bigger into something else? At this point, the Drake would absolutely know that I am talking about him.
Blinking. Blink, blink. Arr.
You need a book.
She's not gonna need the book, Harlem. Don't make me lie to you.
They're like worse Smurfs.
I could make his voice bigger?
Ooh. Why don't we try that outside?
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So you guys head outside after buying your supplies.
Yeah.
And you put your hand on the Drake and you're going to make his voice bigger.
Yeah, minor illusion.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you make his voice bigger. You
know-
see him just look at you. And you just hear
You
this loud.
remember? Oh my god, he laughed! Jesus Christ. That's both the most amazing noise you've ever made and yet the most irritating because I know what that noise is associated with. Yep.
It's like the dog from Duck Hunt.
The minute
Yes.
the minute the Drake opens his mouth, I'm gonna make a dragon roar.
No,
man,
seriously, every time he does that, this is what I'm seeing.
Oh no.
No.
So as soon as he opens his mouth, you just hear.
Oh my god, yeah, that's what I was thinking for fucking
Another close second.
Pit Stop Penelope.
That's another one, yeah.
Yeah.
Muttley. So you hear a dragon's roar kind of sliding through his fangs as he chuckles. So a chuckling dragon's roar.
That's
happy
not gonna
boy.
scare people.
Yeah,
It
for
definitely
that,
catches
that
everyone
was
else's attention as they hear a dragon's roar from the places they're walking up.
I'm gonna see a dragon.
You see the Drake.
Is the Drake looking smug?
Yes.
His chest is all like puffed out with a big ass grin, like, yes, that was me. Fear me.
Very proud looking, just yes, yes.
I mean, once we get a bit stronger, you could actually probably make that noise.
Blinks, grin widens.
Oh lord, what have I done? She's kind of like stroking the top of his head at this point. There you go, you big softy.
Blin. By this point, the other three have rejoined with the group, and see just this little lemming Drake sitting in the back of the cart.
She's moving her hands where he just does like the classic dog thing where they just collapse on their side and roll over.
Yes. He doesn't roll over, but he's just kind of like laying on his side, just like, this is fine.
This is fine.
He's kind of like a cat, don't you think?
He's spoiled, is what he is.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
He's my little buddy.
Thump. Lays his head down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in the
I will
shop,
give.
so
Yes.
what was Lem gonna say?
Hmm?
Someone's gonna say something.
Oh,
Did you pick up my rations? Out of character.
yes,
Yeah,
Just
but-
wondering.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
All right. He's going to ask the owner of the shop. Do you know if there's a weaponsmith around here?
Oh, weaponsmith specifically? There's a blacksmith.
Yes.
Were you looking for something specific?
Just a new weapon, really.
Blacksmith's gonna be the best you got. They don't have a lot of weapons. This is a small town. Usually you get things on commission, and I mean you're more likely to get it if you go to one of the bigger cities. They've got more actual weaponsmiths, or if you find one of the guild outposts, they might be able to trade you something.
All right.
There is a guild outpost up the mountain. It's the Peak's Crest. He kind of points. He points as though he's like going to point out the window. And then he just kind of stares at the wall he's pointing at. And just kind of like, oh, right. I can point you to it if you need directions.
I think I get what you mean.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much for your help. And
Oh.
gonna give a little nod and walk out,
Mhm.
and then go to. Sorry, Oz. What's your character's name again?
Charity.
Charity, right? And he's going to hand her the rations that he got for.
Thank you, sweet boy. And
Sweet child.
she only has gold, so how many is that?
5.
I paid 5 gold.
It's 5
Okay,
gold
yeah,
for
she
your
gives him
rations.
5 gold.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so you guys are able to ration yourselves up. As I stated before, you guys would still remember that the direction that the gnome stated the alchemist had been going was to the north, which, if you're heading straight north, you'd be heading up towards the mountain range.
Awesome.
All right, yeah, we should go north.
Alright, so you
Yeah.
guys just
For like the
yeah.
The next 5 hours is literally just Millie spent scratching this fucking Drake.
Just the little, every now and then you just see the leg just twitch.
Weeping Bell would be watching, like, I want to pet this animal, but like, can
Would I notice this?
Roll for
You
perception.
probably see him staring, but to
Look,
actually
like-
thinking, I'd say is I.
Like my passive perception is 16. She notices, but would she no? No, she does not.
Yeah.
You're too busy. You need to keep this boy calm and collected. He's being such a good Drake right now, thankfully. But come on, stay.
Calm and collected. This is literally just her spoiling him.
Yes. He's just got his tongue lolled out, just like ah. Happy
Brat.
Drake.
Like an hour or two into the ride, Julius would just look at all you and go, "Can Julius trust all of you?"
Oh,
If you
where
haven't-
are you from? from, Julia?
If you haven't been eaten by my Drake, then I'm trustworthy enough.
Lawful good, trust me.
I assure you, I mean no harm.
You kind of just see him let out this big like sigh, and then all of a sudden he becomes green skinned.
Yeah,
What?
I figured
What?
that out. I figured that out about 2 to 3 hours.
Are you? What?
He's got webbed fingers and he's got pointy ears. The hair's still the same though.
Would I know what he is?
Yeah, but I know what he is.
Roll a nature check.
Surprisingly, do I need to roll a nature check for this? I feel like this is the
You do
one
not.
weird
This
race-
is one
Yeah.
race that you are already aware
Yeah.
of.
He's
Got a 12.
Everyone who rolled above a 10, you know that this is a Triton.
That's right.
What?
It's so
Hard.
good to meet you. He's a fish person.
And he just starts stretching. Oh, that's hard to do for a long time.
Would I know what it? Okay. Would I know what he means when he screams he's a fish person?
No, you're from the mountains. That's new.
I don't.
He's called a Triton.
Yeah. I'm surprised it took you all this long to find out. I figured this out a good 3 hours ago.
I don't know what a Triton is, Batalon.
No, I mean, I physically knew he was disguising himself like 3 hours.
Oh. Actually, I have a question.
Hmm?
Would the Drake know?
Do you ask him?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him because I would wonder would he smell something off about him.
He kind of perks his head up, looks over, looks back at you.
You sneaky little. I'm feeding you ghost peppers.
It looks
Fiery
offended.
look.
Doesn't it?
Faria's kind of sat up next to Julius now, just kind of like, how did you manage to stay human all the time we were in the cart? Either that, or those suspicious number of toilet breaks were not toilet breaks.
This guy is
Julius has
south.
his tricks.
Everyone is in confusion. Beautiful.
Oh, I thought saying your name in third person was part of the act. Oh,
And then Julius kind of he'll snap his fingers, and he'll do a little motion, and then he'll look like Batalon.
awesome! I can hug myself.
And then he immediately makes it go away. Not doing that again.
That was
So,
another
do you
point.
two? Would I notice they have roughly the same accent?
Roughly, but it's not the same accent.
So,
Similar though. You can ask the question.
this is going to be odd, and this is going to sound awful, but you two sound kind of alike. Do you two know each other?
You racist.
What? Ah!
Julius has never met this man before today.
Yeah, no, where are you from, Julia?
Julius is from Port Erie.
Oh no, I have no fucking clue where that is.
I don't mean to sound racist, but accents come from the same region, so I had to know.
Batalon says fuck.
Batalon says fuck. Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I am from Talazi.
Okay.
Julius has never heard of the place either.
Oh god. Millie is like red as he called her racist. She just has her head in her hands.
Oh, what did
Retail's gonna give a small
Faria
pat on
is
the
going to
back.
sit down next to Millie and just kind of pat her shoulder and go,
Would you like a
"Just
drink?
a little bit."
Julius has a flask out.
Is it alcohol?
Yes,
She
good.
snatches it from him.
It's good too.
She just downs it. What's it taste like, actually?
Good stuff.
I'm saying, is it like strong?
Yes.
Okay, so she's gonna like take like 2 seconds worth of chug, and you'll just suddenly hear as she moves it away.
Like
Not
liquid
used to that.
fire, right?
Ugh.
And then he
And
takes
she's gonna
the-
take it. Look, she's gonna take another chug until she clears her throat and then hand it back.
takes it and he goes, not bad. Takes a little bit and closes it, unless anyone else would like some.
I'll take a small sip.
I'm more used to wine.
I want to keep a clear mind before we go and try to kill some werewolves.
I'll only take a tiny sip to see what it tastes like. If
You
it's
only take
strong.
tiny sips of everything.
Yes, you
He really, yeah. he's
it's,
taking a tiny
is this a tiny
taste
sip
of-
of a tiny sip?
Yes, this is a tiny sip of a tiny sip. It's like a second. He goes, and like that's it.
He just like licks the like
Yeah,
the
he,
front of the
like-
bottle when the
like,
liquid comes
Kind of
in.
like sticks out his tongue and puts like a little drop on his tongue. That's canon. That's actually canon. That's what he does. And he hands it back. He's like,
Julius would take back the flask and he'd look over Millie and go, "Don't worry, we can save the wine for later."
You have wine?
And he pulls out a really nice looking bottle.
Holy
fuck?
shit!
where does he get this shit?
Where does he hold it?
He has like magic pockets or something.
Where are you hiding this?
He did say he has a
Holder.
backpack.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Have you heard of Keister?
Have you heard of what?
Hey, you gotta age your wine some way, right?
What the fuck?
No
Ernie has-
sunlight, you know. Cold.
I feel
Ernie
like
is
that
resting
teacher
her
vibe-
head like on her hand and has her hand covering her eyes.
I feel like that teacher vine where it's like literally she's screaming, "Shut up! Shut up!" to all of her students. That's me and everyone who's encouraging to it now.
Baton, the kid is going hey 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 in the background
Oh
of
my
that video.
god. Jesus Christ. At this point, Millie just has like her fucking head on the Drake's like, oh god.
So yeah, very happy to be doing this adventure with you.
I'm enjoying your company too, Batalon.
No, that makes me so happy.
I'm gonna take out a slice of pie and eat it.
You still have pie?
I do. I bought
pie?
a whole thing of it.
No, that was in character.
Oh, he's gonna
Gee.
look up, blink, and nod slightly as he takes a bit in his mouth. Like,
Do you want me to heat it at least?
I like it cold.
Ugh.
Interesting.
I like my squid cold, so I understand that.
I don't think I've ever eaten squid.
It's
Squid,
chewy.
octopus.
It's very chewy.
Okay, so Don,
Mhm.
I have to ask,
Yes.
what would probably be the most ridiculous thing Millie has eaten considering her background? Because I'm about to say Griffin, but I don't know.
Oh yeah. No, not usually Griffin. Griffin's not nearly as prevalent. Hippogriff, yes. You've had hippogriff.
Okay, so I guess the weirdest thing that I've probably eaten would be a hippogriff then. If we're going for weird.
I've eaten a dragon before. That's pretty weird.
Millie looks openly offended.
You don't know about the Talazi dragon?
Dragon meat is a notorious delicacy.
I ate the rock.
Quite enjoyable.
Y'all are both evil.
Julius ate a rock.
What? Okay. Maybe I will be more accepting. Was it a chromatic or metallic dragon?
I don't think he asked.
What kind?
He would notice the skin.
It's a Talazi dragon.
Talazi dragons generally have a very earthy tones, very lizardy scales. You're not sure if you guess you would call it chromatic because it is colorful.
They're colorful, but I'm not positive if it's chromatic. They've got.
Did it have a
pretty-
shine to its scales?
I had a pet Talazi dragon, imagine, at my home. Right?
Yeah,
They're not shiny. They're
No.
more like
more dull.
Yeah, they're more like a duller colors.
Okay, so it is a chromatic. If it was a metallic, I would have immediately been very upset with you because those are the nice ones.
I know nothing about dragon. I just know it was taste.
Actually, now that I think about it, this is probably the first time that she said this. I raised dragons, so I would know a bit about it.
Did you ever eat them?
No!
I know some people when they raise animals, sometimes they kill them for food.
It's
That's the one thing
less-
I know about it.
It's less raising and more I help them. They come to us because they know that we can heal their wounds. It's like a
Okay.
hospital
So
or a
you're
clinic.
like a dragon doctor.
Essentially, but I'm not quite as good as Mom is yet.
Oh, how delightful.
Shut up! She's like holding her Drake's face as she says this with his snickering.
There aren't men in this land with your skill set.
Hey, Dawn.
Yes.
I imagine you could earn a pretty penny
Would
doing it.
Would Weeping Bill have had anything odd? Like, would he have eaten anything weird? I'm imagining his place that he's from is actually quite modest and does a lot of weird things. But
A food that is not common amongst this part of the region would be watermelon.
Watermelon!
alright, so, and I'm assuming I would have had that.
Yes, you would have had that.
Alright,
It's pretty common in the summers.
while everyone's bickering around, he's just gonna suddenly say, I've had watermelon before.
What?
You ever eat a coconut?
Put the lime in the
I'm assuming I
coconut.
wouldn't have
Drink it
eaten
all up,
coconut.
Put the lime in the coconut.
Coconuts are also a rare thing that most people wouldn't have known about, except for your character, Sam. Your character has seen and had coconut before.
I don't
I
think I've
have.
had coconut before.
Brew ID
It
and
tastes
you.
very good.
Would I have had?
Hmm?
Would I have heard of watermelon?
Roll a nature check.
I'm not even gonna try coconut if I live in the fucking mountains.
Fira, that sounds really interesting. Paris, what the hell's a is it made of what? What? You've never
What
heard of
the-
it before.
Okay, these are all new fruits.
Watermelon.
To me.
If you're joining
Considered
the
a fruit.
party, if you are wanting to join our magnificent party, I would very much appreciate it if you helped me on my journey.
Bye.
I'm currently doing a challenge on it's like an island challenge from my people. Basically, I'm going to explain it a bit more now so you know what you're getting into. I am fighting for power, kinda. There's like three tribes, right? And there's me, there's this elf dude or half elf dude, and there's another human. I am a more well, I'm the Chalazi tribe. And, I'm kind of maybe becoming the ruler of the island in the future, maybe failing the challenge. It all depends.
So you're the heir.
Kinda. To some
I-
people, like.
I think you just admitted to being a prince.
Sounds like their own version.
Oh,
of a
that's why you have
princess.
so much money.
I don't have that much money. I have a lot of money for like what I can just have enough money to help people when I can.
That character, he really just has like buku fucking bucks, but doesn't consider it much.
Right.
I have 100 gold. That's not a lot, right? Right?
I only have, he takes out his coin purse, 45 gold now.
What did you come to the town with?
50.
Ah,
Maybe a little
Rhea's
more
just kind of
than that.
staring.
No, it was more than 50 because man, that coffee was expensive.
I mean, I don't.
Wasn't
You
the
bought-
coffee? Wasn't the coffee like 5 or 10 gold?
You bought a tankard.
You bought the Tangard was why.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Dawn.
Mhm.
I bought the pumpkin spice coffee again, and I'm sure he wouldn't have finished it by now. Does he still have the fucking coffee?
Yes, if he is still sipping on it.
This is gonna rapidly.
Oh, that's right. And he's like tiny little sips of his coffee.
This is gonna rapidly become a pet peeve of
Just
Millie.
drink your food.
It's first off, he pulls out all this food out of his ass somewhere.
He has a backpack.
And then he
The
takes
link
tiny-
method.
And then he takes a little tiny bites or a little tiny sip. That's exactly
Oh
what he's doing. with
God,
this
it's
pumpkin
like you're a
spice coffee.
mouse.
Very
He's
big
gonna
mouse.
stare,
but a
blink,
mouse.
and be like,
Wants to savor it. Leave him be.
Should I
He's
explain
been
the
savoring it for 2 days.
Should I explain the rest of the challenge, or you guys want
Go-
to
go
want
for
to
it, go-
stay a
go.
mystery? Oh, you don't
Go-
do mystery?
Go for
Okay.
it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Basically, when I go back to my island in about, is it a year or 2 years?
2 years. Which
About
you've
2
already
years.
been out for a few months.
Yeah, I've been out for about a few months now. in 2 years, or less than 2 years now, basically I have to go back and the other people have to say if they think anyone deserves to be the ruler, or if they don't think they deserve. He starts coughing.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. Anyway, basically one person says, "Hey, you should rule. I know I am not worthy as much as you." But if we all say, "I think we should be the ruler," then whoever thinks they should be the ruler,
So it's kind of like a fight over who becomes the next leader, like a battle royale.
possibility. It's not mandatory. There's one
Right.
girl, I think she's the half elf, and then there's another guy. Yeah, because there's a female tribe, or mostly female tribe. Some tribes, man, not many. And then the other one is a little bit more barbaric than my tribe.
If you're asking for help, I'd be happy to give assistance.
Oh, I'm just explaining what I'm getting you people into.
This is what I'm getting you people into.
Because I don't want it to be like a big secret, like from like down the line, and some random person starts like attacking me or something.
Yeah, I can see how that could be a problem.
Actually, that might be a problem. Some people might want to take out the competition early. I just kind of thought of that. Like, honestly.
Out of character, that's dishonorable, although it has happened before.
Yeah, it'd be very a dickish thing to do, but it can be done.
Did you just say a pretty dick move?
You said a dickish thing to do.
Yes.
I mean, he's not solid.
I mean, people still do it, you know, because some people, you know, they're dicks.
Well, I mean, my Drake seems to like you since you feed him, so he'll probably bite someone in the ass long before they can try.
Oh,
Also, Butters, you're a little bit hard to hear.
You're a little bit
Sorry.
far from the mic.
My mouth is like touching my mic, so that's
That's
There we
better.
go.
great. Like my mic is in my mouth.
Now I can hear you loud and clear, but I
Okay,
can also hear
yeah.
what you ate last week.
A hot pocket currently. Can you tell?
I can tell. Delicious.
They're screaming. Their cries for mercy are unheard.
Here, say something again. I'm gonna turn you up a little. Try again.
Hot.
Oh, that's much
Oh,
louder than
shit.
it needs to be now.
Hey,
Oh,
how you
I'm
doing?
gonna turn you down a little. Say again.
Don't
Yeah.
whisper.
Don't whisper and fuck with it.
Absolute dick.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, that should be better.
Alright, I think we're good.
So you guys continue along having some light, witty banter, getting to hear more about Batalon and his people,
Melons.
and
Mr.
about melons.
Oh, absolutely. I want to
You-
find out what
you start-
these watermelon things are.
Oh yeah.
Patting Charity on the shoulder. You, hey.
Don't be so rough!
I'm not. I'm trying to get your attention.
Ass!
Oh, what? What's up?
Brutal's
happening?
tapping you on the shoulder.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yes.
You said you know a bit about werewolves, right?
Yes.
Does this look bad? And he'll show you the bite from
Oh,
mark from the werewolf.
no!
I got bit by one of these things, and something tried whispering in my head.
It looks terrible.
It looks. You can see like the red puffiness from where he was bit. If you want, you can roll a medicine check.
Yeah. That's a 16.
It's like it's
with
Wait, 16 plus, I'm sorry, I have medicine. 16 plus 2, which is 18.
with an 18, you're looking it over real quick. Doesn't look infectious. Looks like it like probably had some soreness. Looks like someone has done some healing to it. In terms of if he's like infected with anything like lycanthropy itself, you can't quite gauge that. Looks like for the most part, if you just looked at it and he hadn't said it was from a werewolf, you'd have said it was just a wolf bite.
He's not infected. Had you not said you were bitten, I would not have known it was a werewolf that did this.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that.
I mean, she has no reason to lie. She seems very.
Oh no, I'm talking
Forthwith.
about because I saw that lady become a werewolf after she got bit. If I become werewolf, oh, I'll be a...
I'll be angry.
I am a cleric. I know my medicine.
Plus, we can knock you out if you do become one.
Oh, I don't know. I'm very strong.
So am I.
Please, we don't need you guys trying to flex on each other.
Weird
Flex, okay.
Weird flex. Okay.
Stephen Bell's just like sipping his coffee, like he's clocked out of this. He's not interested.
I just
You know
imagine
that
just
Kermit meme where he's like sipping the tea?
Yeah.
But that's
He's
not
minding his own
my.
business.
none of my business.
That's
I just
none of my
imagine-
business.
Weeping Bill very quietly. Weird flex, but okay.
It's like, oh, hold on, I'll actually like. That's very weird flex, but all right.
The pectoral muscle, but
What did he say?
peculiar movement of the pectoral muscle button.
Wait,
Someone
I
said they
just
wanted to
realized-
know about the
He probably would say
watermelons.
that instead. What?
They wanted.
Someone said they wanted to know more about these watermelons.
It's me, but I have a question for Batalin. What the fuck is his strength?
Strong enough.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Strong enough.
I don't think John wants you to say the stats.
No need to know the exact amount. You usually see it with the modifiers anyway, so you can get a good guess when you guys get into a fight. But that's when you get into a fight.
I'm gonna roll up with his athletics then.
Oh no.
They have the same strength. They're
Unsure
literally
about
both
that.
just as muscular.
I mean, he might have proficiency in athletics, so it might
So
be
do
more.
I.
But are you sure about that?
Watch him be a point higher.
Yeah, really. Right.
The same modifier.
So,
It's very quietly. 19.
we're just gonna ask Weeping Bell about the stories of watermelon.
The stories of water. That's Millie.
Yes, Millie was asking about that.
Tell me about this weird fruit.
Huh? He like looks up from his coffee, the pumpkin
like-
pie.
She like grabs his shoulders. The melons.
Oh, the watermelon. You're oddly excited. It's really not that big of a thing. It's
It is something I
Mario
don't know that I can eat.
over and just eyes wide. Tell us about them.
Every time I say melons, I just think of Markiplier and Jack. Mark, dinner's ready. Watermelon, watermelons.
Watermelon.
all right. So, he's gonna put his probably like only a little bit finished pie away.
He's been dippling.
Still
Word.
has his cold coffee.
Oh God.
He just likes the pumpkin of it, man. He doesn't care about anything else. And
That's valid.
he's going to shift around a little bit before being like, during the summer, our people usually grow crops, and they are what we call watermelons, mainly because they're very watery, juicy fruits. And he's like motioning like how big the watermelon is. It's pretty big.
Yeah, there's not many besides maybe a big old pumpkin that matches to a watermelon size.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger than my head.
It's about as big as my Drake's ego.
The Drake looks offended, and it makes the emotion that bigger.
They
I wish to know how a quadruped motions with its arms.
It's like, it does the thing
Stands
where
on
it's
its hind
waving.
legs.
Yeah, it's like does the thing where it's like waving his paws back and forth, like trying to be like that big.
fuck you, buddy. Lord. We need Jesus. We need Jesus right now. Where is he?
The nun said, "Be right back."
I mean, technically, if Bell's a cleric, he could still be like, I swear to God, I will fucking smite you. But,
That was out of character,
Yeah, of
and it
course.
was in Discord, so no one will know what you guys are laughing. Don't anyone say it. Let this be a mystery to the people.
no, it says this watermelon is almost as juicy as my ass.
You know,
That's
I
the butter.
say these things, and then you blatantly ignore me.
We'll
Thank
put
you.
that in the quote channel. Oh, no.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
putting it in the quote chat.
Oh my gosh. No.
Before I do that, so, Weeping Bell is... Stop! Stop, John! Explain what it is!
Slime is fault!
I'm trying to explain!
Continue, go!
Okay, so, after he motions to how big the watermelon is, he sits for a moment and goes, "They're quite delectable. My wife enjoys them during the summer."
Talk about your wife so much, it's very cute. Butters, I swear to God!
Stop! Stop! I want him to have a wholesome moment. You're like,
I'm trying so fucking
succulent.
desperately to not laugh, but just in the corner of my fucking computer screen, I see succulent.
it's like nice and spaced out too. It's like,
This is
God damn.
this is why I don't have Discord pulled up, so I don't have you guys doing this to me. And then you guys laugh like hyenas, eagerly surrounding this juicy meme, and I'm just like, well, now I've got to see it. Why would you do this to me?
alright. Oh no! Stop!
Stop!
No!
Use the chat. Use
Yeah.
the Discord.
Alright, we're muting us. I'm going into a different channel. Alright,
Butters,
so
if you keep this up, we're not gonna have any combat
um,
this session. This is gonna be your fault. Everyone will blame you. Stop it.
Weeping
Oh.
Bell, he blushes slightly, but it's probably very hard to tell. He's like,
I mean, the blood would still rush to your face. Essentially, you are literally glowing damn there.
probably. Yeah, alright, so he's blushing a little bit.
Very nice lady.
She's a wonderful lady, and I miss her dearly.
Do you write her letters?
I try to.
I would write
It's
my
just-
home if I could, but nobody wants to go.
Oh, I usually get a carrier every now and again. I'm not actually out of character. Would they be? I
Yeah.
guess they would.
There's no way.
Since
Yeah, for
Since
his
one of
place,
them-
no.
since one of them is a, well, you know her, you know the grandpa's
I know.
class.
Yeah, there's no way anybody would bring notes to my home. They're like,
What was the
nah.
last? What was the last letter I got actually?
You have to send them. Generally, if you're saying that you're going from point A to point B, they'll try and send something to you. Last one you got was probably about 2 weeks ago.
It's been a bit since I've contacted family, but it's only when I know where I'm going.
I just send my letters. They don't usually send me one back, but I think they like to know that I'm still okay.
I do my best to do the same. I know when I last saw her, she mentioned that she tries to send letters back, but I believe she puts trust in the wrong carriers.
Oh dear. Is there a magic user back home? Maybe they could try and use a spell.
Dawn, question. I care to question how many magic users would be in his little town?
In terms of like magic users as a whole, strong enough to do something like that generally are scarce. They're fairly simple people. You maybe have one or two who come around on occasion. You're not the strongest of spellcasters yourself, but amongst the people who are living there, you are one of the stronger.
Alright, so basically it's very scarce. It's a lot more
Mhm.
just humble.
Humble
Village
common
folk.
folk, yeah.
There's not a lot of magic users where I'm from. I'm considered one of the stronger ones, even though I'm not very experienced in it.
Well, that's why you came out here to gain experience.
I came out here for more than just that, but yes.
If I may ask, why then?
It's a very long story, but to make it short, my people are suffering a curse of some sort, and I'm out to try and figure it out.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I couldn't. It's a shame, but from what I've seen, you're pretty capable. And you've got, well, I don't know if I can vouch for these three, but you've got me and Batala to help you out as well, so.
I want to help. I
Okay.
want to help make them better.
Four.
Did I miss anything? I'm sorry. I
Like
had to-
this person.
Weeping Bell just said that his village has a curse bestowed upon him, and he's out trying to figure out a solution.
Poor people.
You see him shine the tiniest of smiles, and you go, "Thank you, I very much appreciate the help."
Despite how you eat very slowly, I do like you. And she kind of lightly slaps his shoulder.
He's gonna scoff quietly and go, "I'm only doing this to savor the flavor. Again, pumpkin is a very rare delicacy where I'm from.
Yeah, but you've eaten it for 2 days.
So I want to savor it for 2 days, and
Is there watermelon coffee?
Watermelon coffee!
out of character,
doubt
would that
it.
be a delicacy?"
Out of character,
Watermelon.
that sounds disgusting.
Watermelon coffee does not technically exist.
Alright. I'm sure if someone were to invent
Tea,
it,
though, might.
Tea, though,
watermelon
there is.
tea. There's watermelon tea, but not watermelon coffee.
Oh, my grandma drinks tea. It smells so gross.
I never liked
Is that
the
in
taste
character or out of
of-
character?
In character. my IRL, my grandmother hated tea.
I never liked the taste of tea myself.
I'm
Once
going
it
to,
was-
to pretend you never said that.
If it helps, my
Charity
my
in the
wife-
corner of the cart.
my wife keeps a bunch in stock.
It's not that I don't like tea. The stuff my grandma brews is really strong and herbal, and it just it clogs the senses.
Right when you
Oh.
say that, you see Weeping Bell's nose kind of scrunch up. He's like, "Oh, that's
Julia
that's ex-
shivers as well.
That's exactly what
Maria
I used
is-
to have."
Maria's tail is literally going to puff up and they're going to grimace.
What
Ooh,
Leg
I-
used to drink this mushroom tea was
Sure.
truly horrendous.
Was the thing I drank kind of like a tea?
There's such thing as a mushroom
Which tea?
The thing I drank in backstory.
That's what he called
It
it.
was similar to a tea.
I drank a tea once. I'm not doing it again.
Understandably so.
It took like a week recovery time. It hurt.
Freya, I have a very weird question.
Yes?
Can I touch your tail?
Fira's just gonna pull their tail up to their chest and go, why?
I hang around scaly creatures. I'm not used to fluffy tails, and it looks very soft.
I've not had anyone touch my tail before. That wasn't my parents.
If it makes you feel any better, I do know how to be gentle.
Okay. They're gonna hold out the tail.
She sits right next to Freya, just kind of very gently runs her hands along it. She's kind of like she's brushing it almost. It's cute.
Ernie keeps a very close eye to make sure that Lemmy's character isn't getting uncomfortable.
I mean, they're sort of nervous about it, but after about a few seconds of just getting used to it, their head just kind of lolls onto Millie's shoulder, and Millie can probably just hear this very faint purring sound.
It's probably less here and more feel I'm vibrating on that side.
Yep.
This is 50 Shades of Crazy. I need to mute the general chat because otherwise I'm never gonna get through a line.
Apparently, I can withstand corpsing. This is impressive.
Oh lord.
Ah,
Okay, so about getting to these 5 hours.
Oh. Millie's now that Millie knows she's comfortable, this is probably where she's going to spend the next hour.
What are we doing with the next 5 hours? How far are we into this?
20 minutes.
yeah. You guys are starting to travel away as you're beginning to have these conversations. Like, you guys immediately are just like, yeah, we're comfortable enough to start asking these questions. As you know, Weeping Bell gets out his food, and you all are just like, yeah, we're doing this stuff. You guys are just jumping straight in. Now we can get to, as you guys are traveling along, having these discussions for the next 5 hours.
Of course, good discussions about watermelon and other things.
Watermelon.
And tails.
Listening to the purring of a tiefling as the drake is chuckling in the corner and just like gently pawing at your leg, just like, yeah.
And the very small sipping noises.
Occasionally you just hear also, who's driving?
Batalin.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I wanted to make sure. I'm like, okay, one of you is driving. I need to know who it is. That's all I'm asking. So yes, you
If
are.
I'm doing backstory and you're doing backstory,
Then
who's
who's driving the cart? So it's Batalin.
Batalin.
Yeah, he's doing backstory stuff too. He can do that from the front. I just wanted to know who it was.
Yeah.
So you guys continue making your ways northward. You don't really have a specific trail to follow. You were just told north. But if you're following the path, that makes sense enough. If you're all just talking and whatnot, no one's keeping a lookout for anything, that's okay. So Batalin, since you're the one handling this, roll me a perception check. Just while you're
Charity
driving.
would also keep an eye out.
Okay, I'll say you both can make a perception check then.
Can I make a perception check? He'd be very cautious about his surroundings.
Sure.
11.
I'll try it.
Perception is
Literally, Tom is like, Batal, everyone else is like, us! And he's like,
13.
oh,
with modifier added.
15? Okay.
13.
perception
13.
gang.
Okay.
Oh, should I as well?
Only if you want to. If you don't want to be paying attention, you're just like enjoying the scenery and such. Okay.
Byria is just playing pan flute.
Okay.
All out set pan flute.
She
Playing
plays a flute. Oh, I'm going to have Millie react to something later.
Yeah.
What?
Sam and Paris, with your perceptions, as you're kind of looking around, you notice that there are a few areas where the walkway gets a little thinner as there's stone bridges. As you're approaching one such area, you'll all eventually be able to see it, but you guys see it first. Paris specifically, you see it first, and then Sam, your character, sees it next. You see coming up on one of the bridges what looks to be a cart that looks like it was driven towards the bridge and then was flipped and is currently somewhat hidden by the bridge itself, but it's down in like a little riverside area.
Millie immediately leaps out the cart and runs over to it.
Okay.
Oh.
And she calls her drink to follow her.
Yep, just
Oh, we're
Julius will
running.
hop out and start walking over slowly, like not
Charity
in a rush.
sighs
yeah.
If Millie
very
runs,
loudly and follows because
Mhm.
she knows they've seen something.
If Millie runs, Batalin gets excited. He goes, oh, we're running! He grabs his spear and jumps off the cart and just starts running happily.
Okay.
Weeping
So
Bell's gonna wait until everyone else is off the cart and goes,
He just looks around and there's no one
right?
left.
And then
Weeping Bell, as you're sitting in the cart, whoever's left in the cart after Batalin jumps off, you realize he jumped off and he didn't exactly stop the horses. So he's jumping off. He's like, yeah, I'm excited, I'm running.
Oh no!
So the
yeah,
horses
like,
are
as
the horses
soon
are a
as
little bit
Batalion's
slower.
jumping
yeah,
off,
I'm gonna reach
Yeah.
over and animal
Yeah.
handle this shit.
Animal handle.
Both of us.
Stuart was just sort of going for it, just like, no, wait, can't stop.
Cart!
Alright, I'm gonna roll animal handling
Go
to see
ahead.
if I can stop.
Can I do the same?
I'll let you go. Let you grab the other one and grab that as well. Go ahead.
Carl, no!
As you shout out, Carl, no. The horse seems to respond just like, wait, what? He just stops. Huh? Looks back at you like, what'd I do?
What I do?
Boy, he's gonna. Okay, wait.
What about the other
Stay.
horse?
Okay. So you guys are heading over to the cart.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we only have one horse. Alright,
you only
cool.
have one horse, yes.
Yay,
only have
Carl,
Carl.
our best friend.
Carl
I'm gonna
is
take
a
out
good
my
boy.
shield just in case.
Just in case, of course.
And I'll follow very much behind.
I'll
Julius
follow
has a
too.
spear in his right hand, and
Everyone's
That's
just
about
fucking
it.
ready.
I swear me and Sam aren't from the same place.
Charity has her quarterstaff out, but she's also like ready to reach into her pocket.
hey man, I couldn't use a trident. I was totally gonna use one if I was able to.
Right. It's-
But
yeah.
Rhea has a sling. That's about it.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Y'all see that magic short sword in Millie's hand. I almost said Alex.
Nope. It's got the little
Next level sign.
snowflakes across the edge of it, or across the fuller of it, rather. It's my bad. You approach it, and you see that it is completely turned over and slid into this area. It's not frozen, but it is very cold water. It is still coming out of winter into spring. There is a very, very faint dusting of snow, but not enough to like leave footprints. It's more just enough that when you step down, it will crunch a little. This area.
Ooh, crunchy.
The cart has a faint dusting of snow from a light snowfall, probably from a few days ago. And there are a few supplies still kind of scattered around. Looks like some of it was already either picked through by scavenging animals, or perhaps a few people may have poked their noses in. You can't quite tell at a glance.
Can I
Does
just try
the
to
cart?
jump on top of it?
No! Stop!
Okay. You
Charity-
run, you jump on top of it. Make a. Oh, what would this be?
Maybe acrobatics.
Roll athletics first.
Does the cart look damaged at all as Batalin does his little front flip to victory?
Uh,
I didn't-
so you land on top of it. You're like, yes, make a dexterity saving throw.
It's ICO!
I mentioned
Yeah.
this, but he wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Julius is about 30 feet back, just watching this.
So you watch this guy go, doom, 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 jump, and he goes, oh! He manages to keep himself on top. He's like, yeah! He
Get
doesn't
off
fall.
the cart,
Can Charity
please!
try to see if there's anything like in the cart that might be useful?
Yes, you guys can investigate the cart. If you're
Cast minor illusion, hold up a sign with the number 7 on it.
That-
What check are we doing? Investigation?
yes.
Both of us, since
That's a
I'm checking
16.
both of us, since I'm checking for damage. After I
if-
shoot Batalin off top of the fucking cart.
If you're looking for damage specifically, that would be an investigation check.
Okay. Get off the cart, please. She's like waving her sword
I
at
was
him.
looking for resources. I got a 16.
Yes, 16. Okay. So we'll do yours
Insane.
first. With your investigation, you're looking for resources. Looks like, again, most of any food items have been picked through. You also find, as you're kind of moving things around, you see part of the cart has some scorching to it towards the bottom, as well as a section that's slightly eaten through. Like something corrosive just ate through the side of the cart.
Tell if
That's
it was
not
like
fun.
teeth or not, or if it was like acid or something, or
With your investigation check, and from the fact that you find a mostly empty alchemist kit, that's probably what did it.
thing here I can take that would be of note.
There's all the glass beakers are broken. Amongst the area, there's only one thing that really would be useful, which is you do find one intact bottle of acid. Or
Back
maybe-
what I missed.
It's not a bottle so much as it's a little ceramic jar. The
Okay, I'll
weight's
take
about
that then.
A pound.
I'm pocketing that. That's mine
She
now.
found a vial of acid.
Oh, wait.
On the cart.
Millie has shooed you off the cart.
I was gonna try.
Because
Aw.
she's trying to look over the cart and you jumping on that is not helping her. In fact, that
Alright, so-
7 is probably because she's distracted.
Takes the acid jar and pulls back, and you said it looked eaten through, but it was only like fire and shit, right?
There's a faint fire on part of it and eaten through on the side.
Eaten through
you
by
see-
acid.
On top of the cart, Batalon would like to investigate.
Okay, what are you investigating for?
Trace of how the hell this happened.
Okay, roll
I
investigation.
mean, I
check.
could. Oh,
Yep, you can what?
you saw.
Let her relay what she saw.
2.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're too busy listening to what Charity is saying to look at.
Charity,
her.
Charity pulls back and is like, fire and by acid on fire on one side and acid on the other.
Maybe
was
it was one of her dragons. I don't.
Julius is just looking, keeping his eyes out behind the group a little bit now.
This doesn't look like dragon work, does it?
No.
Oh, there were remains of an alchemist's kit inside.
Oh, I have one of those.
Well, it can't be
was-
dragon, so would it be an alchemical?
Actually, I don't have I know how to use an alchemist's kit. May I have that?
There's nothing remaining of the alchemist kit to be salvaged except for the bottle of acid.
No.
Yeah, and I don't think you saw her pocket it, so.
You were on there just like, yeah, I'm going to look at the wheels and... Oh, hold on, she's saying something?
Hey, Dawn.
Nani?
Can I roll an investigation check to see if there's anyone around that might be injured?
Perception check.
Charity,
Can I
but you
do
said that
things?
Yes.
it looks like it was eaten through by acid, is what you're saying. Would you have any idea as to if it was the alchemical supplies itself?
He could do a check on that. That would be an
That was a
alchemist
he.
supply... Oh, he.
That
He,
was,
sorry,
aimed,
he.
that was aimed at Charity.
Oh, charity. Oh, my bad.
What? What are you checking me for?
Are you proficient in alchemy supplies?
She's I'm not. She's asking Charity if maybe like the acid burns, etc., might have come from like the alchemist supplies that are in there.
If she says that out loud, can I see if I know that?
Alchemist
Would I-
supplies, wisdom.
I don't have proficiency, but you said I would see that it was like acid, so
You
would
saw
that be a
it was
reasonable
eaten
assumption?
through. You saw that it was eaten through and that there was fire. Batalin...
Wouldn't know for sure.
Yeah, you wouldn't know for sure. With an 11, it's pretty easy to tell. You can't say for sure. It may have been something else that caused the fire, but the acid's pretty easy. Yeah, it's acid. There's nothing that quite eats through things like that. You've seen it work.
It's like acid, and there's only like one way to make acid, and that's what the alchemist supplies. Unless it's like some natural acid, which would be something else.
It's not a dragon. I can
So,
say that
yeah.
much.
Probably like an attack, maybe. Or who knows, maybe this is an ambush and it's about to hit us right about.
keeping an ear out.
He's just looking
bandits.
from side to side.
He's like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
The moment he says that, everyone else is like looking around like shit.
Don't jinx it.
While you guys are doing that, Weeping Bell and Freya are looking around. Weeping Bell, you're keeping an eye out to see if there's like someone who was hurt from this, if there's any survivors. Looking around, you don't see a whole lot. You see scatterings of supplies that were already taken away, like I said, by scavengers of scavenging animals. With the natural 20, that was just enough to notice over in one of the areas that they're not looking at, which is the opposite bank. There is a softness to the earth there where something crawled out of the river. Looks like long drags through soft earth.
That's not fun.
Oh,
And
Lord.
from the spacing of it, looks like a hand. Very long, long hand, but a hand.
A hand dragged out through the earth?
Meaning that on the other side of the river that they're currently looking at the cart in, something crawled out of it and looks like either they had really long fingers or they just dragged their hands really deep into the earth.
Fiery is going to yell over, "Someone pull themselves out the river!"
Oh,
And then gonna start following sort of that sort of direction they went in.
Billy will follow after Freya.
Same.
he's booking it, bro.
Shit.
The tower's running.
Charity's gonna keep her eyes open for anything that might be around too.
He's
As
smart
they
enough
walk.
to go around the river.
Right, he goes over the bridge.
That would be cool.
Correct.
It looks comfy. The water looks comfy.
It's about knee high. So you guys run over the bridge. How long do you run?
I'm kind of looking to see if I can see any trails
Yeah, I
while
was
we
gonna
follow.
also-
through.
I'm
Survival
following
check.
the trail and I
Survival
seem to
check.
spot.
Which
I am following their lead.
Survival check.
Mhm.
Can
I
my Drake
assist
give me
Paris
advantage?
because I'm. Oh, so we don't have to roll. Can I assist Paris with hers?
you can assist.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
Julius
Everyone
is
else is
confused on where we are running into the woods.
We're going to help some people.
That's 2 nat 20s.
Yep,
Yeah,
and,
we know what we're doing, boy.
and the
We are
DC
blessed with nat 20s tonight.
the DC was 20 again. So with those two, Batalon, you're looking around like, I got this, and you look around, and Fire, you're like, I know where it started. That's easy enough. Weeping Bell and Paris, you both kind of look over for a second, and you see where it had come out of the river, and everyone else seems to lose where it went for a little bit, and you both look between it, watch as it moves kind of parallel to the path, disappear, and you guys both kind of walk a little bit further down and see that it jumped back off of the path about 30 yards ahead.
Billy will go over to where it like jumped, like where it
Yeah.
landed when it jumped.
It
I
doesn't
will
look like a
follow.
jump. It looks like it went onto the beaten path, and because it's a more rugged beaten path, it didn't leave as many prints.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't that it like jumped, which in a few areas you would imagine it probably did. It's just more that it got off the beaten path. And you actually watch as like a handprint on the ground, like it's like running on all fours with human hands, and then you watch as there are more wolf paws running towards the forest.
Would I realize?
Hmm?
Would I realize what the hell happened? Considering I watched a human transform.
You can make an
Yeah,
guess.
same. Alright, cool. That's my educated guess.
I
So-
think we
I
might
know
have-
since I helped Paris with the check.
You would have been with her.
So
Cool,
the
so do I know?
alchemist,
I think
this
so.
person, a lot of other people. There might be a lot of werewolves on our hands.
No, if so far I only see the one, but I think we found our missing alchemist for sure.
No, I think they were already they were already transforming at the alchemy shop. I think this was somebody. Maybe, maybe not. I have no clue. I'm probably.
Are you saying they were trying to escape?
Didn't I was told the race of the alchemist by the guy was when I first talked about him.
We were also told that like they freaked the fuck out and disappeared into the night, meaning they would probably have transformed in the middle of the day. Because it is daytime.
I'm trying to remember the race because I want to compare it to that human looking.
Done!
Yep, I'm
Okay.
here. I was waiting for everyone to finish. Last you remember, it was a human race of some sort.
Okay. Making sure. So yes,
Yep.
that so far works out. It looks.
You should leave the horse somewhere safe and follow the tracks.
Can I lead the horse to like a more shaded, kind of secluded area before I head back to them?
So you quickly lead it over, unhitch it from the cart so it's just kind of against a tree. And
She's gonna like pat its neck before she heads back. Just stay quiet so you don't get found. All right?
also with the natural 20, you do also see hoof prints that were also going in the same direction.
Fucking
Maybe
werewolf has a
the-
fucking mount. What the fuck?
We have to find a werewolf on a fucking horse.
Oh no. You know I'm gonna keep following these fucking footprints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow her.
All going in, boys.
Get that bread, gamers!
On the case.
On the case.
Julius is very confused on what we are doing.
Okay, Julius, sweetie. How good are you at fighting?
I can handle myself.
Wait, how tall is Julius, by the way?
5'2".
Oh my god, they're the exact same fucking height.
Listen, tiny boy!
He's
You-
5'11". This is
Jesus.
hilarious.
Holy
Billy is
shit,
early
my
eye
boy's
to
like
eye with you, Julius.
My boy's like 6'5".
We are,
Easy.
we are small amongst the tall. We shall stand together in our shortitude.
This is like my first tall D&D character. I'm so happy.
Yeah, dude, hell
Perfect
yeah.
time for it.
It's the top shelf.
We're going to stop. We're probably going to be fighting werewolves. So my best advice is not to get bitten. Stay back if you're a ranged fighter.
Julius can do this.
All right, then you're good. Let's go.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got a bit the other day. I'm still not sure if I'm okay. I think it's the cleric guy helped me out just a little.
Are they still filling your head with propaganda?
Not lately.
Then I think you're good, babe.
Okay.
She like pats his
Okay.
back for she like pats his back gently for taking the lead, whipping Bell.
I've had enough of your propaganda.
I'm not going to listen to your propaganda.
I love Batalon. I love him so much.
He's a good boy. He does his best.
He does his absolute best.
So you guys begin heading into the forest. As you just kind of keep your eyes open, following the tracks as best you can. Say 10 minutes in, you can start to get a scent in the air.
Delicious.
Smells of it is still cold out, so it's not a strong scent, but there is a smell of blood and meat.
Oh, that's never good.
Apparently, Charity decided she was going to be very dexterous. No worries.
Oh, fuck off.
She's
like, leave me alone.
Does a
She's
backflip.
fine.
No, no,
and shit.
Backflip, whips out gun in mid that flip.
Yeah, 2 guns like the nun is ready.
You know I had to do it to him.
No.
But you guys are continuing on, and as you eventually make your way closer, you see a horse's body.
Oh no.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, and it looks like a good chunk of its stomach and chest area have been torn into.
Okay.
Oh no. I only
Maybe
met
Bell, like,
my
scratches
first
up a
horse
bit
today.
and then like puts his hand in front of his face and looks away.
Let me investigate. And he starts walking.
Fiery also gonna go and investigate, like, what did this.
Charity is hanging back and is looking all around to make sure there's nothing like still here in the area that could attack them.
Okay.
Julius is going to try and find a way to stand upwind of it so he doesn't have to smell it.
I roll an
Will help them
investigation.
investigate.
Perception or investigation of your choice.
Can I also keep an eye out for anything that might be around?
Yes.
I'm
Same.
basically just going to protect.
It's a 17 because my investigation proficiency is very good.
Since Furia's going up, Batalon's really just gonna let her look at everything, and then he's gonna make sure if anything jumps out at him, he'll be ready.
I'm having my I want to have my Drake help me investigate, see if he sees anything weird. Can I do that?
Go ahead.
Wow.
You didn't necessarily need it, apparently. Yeah,
She
I
rolled
don't
a
worry, Charity.
17.
I heard the 17. No worries. So you're investigating the area with Fira. You get kind of closer to it, and you're just sad. It's a horse. It's just why'd they?
That
why'd
wisdom
they do
save was.
that?
That wisdom save was see if fucking Millie started crying. So yeah, I feel you there.
Weeping Bell, you are keeping your eyes open. You see more off in the distance, probably a good 60 feet away at least. A few creatures kind of are skittering around the edges, but none of them are getting close. In terms of movement beyond that, you don't see anything else at the moment. And Paris, with your investigation, Charity, you are also seeing the animals, by the way. Looking around, investigating it, you see a few different tracks in the area of creatures that look like they came near to this area and then left. And none of them have actually come into this clearing.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Can we see how big the animals in the distance are?
Yes, but say.
Most of them are like squirrels and chipmunks and
Alright.
creatures like that. You see a
And can I
rabbit.
ask? Can I ask how quiet this area is?
It's
Unusually quiet.
yes, it's unusually quiet.
Okay, we need to book it the fuck out of here.
Paris, with your investigation check, this creature looks like it was attacked and mauled by a wolf. Looking it over, you see that there's more than one set of teeth marks, which is expected from something tearing into it. Looking it over and considering it further, you guess it's probably a few days old. Beyond that, nothing really stands out.
If it is a werewolf, can I tell if the bites are a little bit bigger than usual?
They're a little bit more narrow. Because the face is being elongated, it's not.
Yeah, it's
full-
not.
It's not a perfect imitation of a wolf's.
Okay, so
I'm
can
sorry.
Yep.
Can I ask if we see any werewolf tracks? Like,
You do. Most of them seem to be walking around the area. And when I say werewolf tracks, I mean wolf tracks. These are about the size of a medium-sized wolf. They don't look like
Okay.
they're any human hands, just wolf.
So I can piece it together that this wasn't like an actual fucking wolf that did this.
You can, yes.
Well, Christ. Where are the tracks? Does anyone know where they're leading?
You would.
She's
Yeah. Does anyone know? You would know this.
she's a little off put by the dead animal.
the drake, your drake, kind of nudges you and makes like a motion of deeper, which following the tracks as you look around. Again, this area looks like it was kind of run around. It looks like something was like running and like jumping at something up above them, because like you see like where the footprints like dig in and like it's like push upward, like it's trying to jump at something, and keeping going around the area until it took off deeper into the woods.
look up and make sure whatever there's
Yeah.
nothing there.
Yep. Looking up, trees, leaves, nothing on the branches.
Would have shat myself.
Batalon is just ready for any danger that comes out.
Millie will lead the further in.
Okay. Heading.
Julius is staring
She's
out
a-
into space, sipping on his flask.
Do you guys?
Let's get Dyson.
Do you guys think I should amplify my weapon now or later?
Not just yet. I'm not quite sure how close we are to it.
It might be a regular wolf too.
Oh, I can make my weapon a little bit more special.
How long does it last?
Day if I keep holding my weapon.
Then go ahead and do it. Well, no, wait. Just out of character. Does it make noise? I know I would know since I've seen him.
It's more of like an ambiance kind of noise.
Like,
Okay.
if I hit something, you might hear a slight
Crackling.
Okay.
The crackling comes from any time it's an attack is made, essentially.
Okay. Go ahead and perform it if it won't make noise. We don't want to alert them to our
Okay,
position.
Everybody stand back a little bit. It's gonna be a little
Shocking.
What time of day is it?
Currently, it is around, let's say, just after noon, probably about in our world times would be about 2 p.m.
Okay.
Want to be back by dark. Keep
By
an
the
eye on
way-
the sun.
Agreed.
When Batalon activates his right, he does this very tribal dance, and at the end, like, twists his hand around a part of the spear, which has a very thin serrated edge on it. Like, just, like, it's like circles the bottom of the blade, or the spear, and he, like, twists his hand around that. And blood splatters, and his blade, or spear, becomes very lightning.
Little faint cracklings of white-blue lightning just arcing across the edges of the blade.
Julius
So
is shocked.
Irio's just gonna wince and go, that's gotta hurt you, doesn't it?
I think he's used to it.
Just a little bit. It's, yeah. You see, he switches hands, and the hand he did it with has like a good amount of scarring on it. By the way, Guru changed the rules for Blood Hunter. It doesn't lower my
Lower your
max.
health pool.
Yeah.
it just damages myself, but it doesn't lower the max HP.
Yes. Which I'm seeing how that will feel. We may change that back in the future if it feels like it's
I
too
only say it
overpowered,
because
but
Sam, that's the part Sam hates about Blood Hunter the most.
yes.
I don't mind it on mine, but she's level 3 with 45 HP.
Yeah. That really helps.
I'm level 2 with 14 HP.
I
I'm
have
being
15.
She literally gets 15 HP a level.
Yeah, I got 28 currently.
the fuck. All right, you guys stay in front then, and in back.
I
Right.
rolled
Oh no,
max.
this
I rolled
character,
max.
not a tank.
Yeah,
Need our
I rolled
tanks like in
max.
the front and in the back.
Oh, he meant his blood hunter is the one who has.
Yep,
Okay, I
different-
got you.
Yeah, different game.
I thought you meant this one. I'm like, fuck you and your health. What the fuck?
No, I only got 24 in this one.
Okay.
I only have 24. Fuck out of here, Sam.
Close together.
I got
Yeah.
28 and I rolled max for both levels.
Charity?
Well, you always start level 1
Yes.
max.
How did you
Uh-oh.
only have 14 HP?
I don't know. Cleric. You start with like
8 plus your con mod always. Your
Mhm.
first level is always max.
And from where I'm looking at it, that looks like it was a 1. I don't take 1s. If you roll a 1, you're supposed to re-roll it.
my con thing
Yeah,
is
so
3.
so it'd be 11. And if you
Okay.
had 1, then it would be a 14. Actually, no, that would be a
15.
Probably
15.
roll it wrong. It would be a
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, so,
So-
hold on.
and
So
even
roll,
so,
roll
you
your
need-
hit dice for your level up because apparently it's your 14. 14 is wrong. It's not supposed to be 14. Just click
Because
the
he
hit
doesn't
dice,
allow
roll it. Yeah.
ones.
So
Hang
even
on.
14 would be wrong.
So you're about to have more health, boy.
Yes. So
Fine.
you have 20
So a
health.
6 for level 2.
What?
Yes,
oh
you have
wow,
20
crazy.
health for level 2. Yes.
Oh bless.
Make sure
Thanks.
to mark down what you rolled. By the way, if you roll health, make sure like somewhere on your sheet be like level 1 your max, and then level 2 say you rolled a 9, so you keep track.
Yeah, it
8.
helps.
And you want to write down without the con mod, so it's a 6.
Yeah.
Because con mods are static, so if you get later, you up your con, all levels previous get plus 1 HP.
Correct.
I rolled a 6 then, and I should write that down.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's
Okay,
not
thank
including
you.
your con. So yes.
Yay.
Yeah, you're,
thanks.
you're like, I have 14 HP, and then I'm just sitting here thinking, you had a pretty
Bad
good
at
con.
numbers.
No worries, no worries. That's
Might be.
very good to note and be like, before we head into combat, it'd be nice to know that you're not feeling like
Oh,
you're
we're
gonna
heading
get
into
one-shot.
combat. Oh, jeez. All right,
I
everybody.
didn't,
Let's...
I didn't say you were heading
Let's
into
get that
combat.
bread,
I said
gamers.
before
Get that bread,
combat
gamers.
happens.
Let's
Which, with all the joking and such that happen, probably not going to be combat this day. But at the
Let's
same
get
time,
that gamer spread.
let's.
Hey.
So Travis.
For fun, I'm gonna just say his spear has 7 tentacles, just like his body scrawling up it. Because why not? And the
Aesthetic.
bottom of it is like the body of the squid.
Right.
Yeah, all carved into the wood.
Okay, that makes more sense than having literal flopping tentacles
No, no, no.
off.
It's wooden aesthetic. Wooden aesthetic.
He chopped up a squid and was like, oh, for the aesthetic.
Oh no.
Well, there is the tentacle rod that is an actual weapon.
That's a tentacle
All
rod,
right.
though.
Let's move. Let's see if we can get combat and squeeze it in there.
Probably
Probably
can't.
not. We're getting close
why
to end of the session.
I said, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Faria is going to pat Talin on the shoulder,
Mhm.
and they're going to use one of their healing light dice pool.
Okay.
Aww.
No, thank you. You really didn't have
You
to
don't know
do
what's
that.
going on right now. This is
It's
your first time
healing.
seeing it.
She pats me on the back, and I physically heal Guru.
Yeah, you heal 1 point of hit points.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
I still say that.
Yeah.
That's still 1 point
Okay.
of health.
It's a little boosty, and then they're gonna go over to Julius, who they've noticed is looking very uncomfortable, and they're just gonna hug him around the shoulders, or try to.
Mhm. If he lets her.
He's
Yeah.
fine. No, the non-hugging was specifically due to the hiding,
Baton's,
the disguise self.
Right,
Yeah,
I
was
getcha.
trying to not expose his disguise.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Alright. Following the trail leading deeper into the woods, what is the marching order?
Batalon.
I'm gonna say
I
Weeping
would've
Bell's like kind of behind Batalon.
I would have assumed Millie would be up front, or Millie or Weeping Bell, since they're the ones who are following the trail and leading you guys.
That's true.
I feel like
We should be in
Batalon should
front.
be in the back because he's tank. He's very strong, apparently.
Strong.
Okay, so
I am very happy to be in the middle.
in that case, I guess it would be Millie, Batalon, Weeping Bell, Freya.
Julius
Fuck
will
hell.
do second to last, I guess.
Julius and
There's
Charity.
no-
He has
there's
20
no way
HP, so
they're
I'm not
gonna
sure. She's
attack
not a
us.
tank.
I have
don't-
15, and I'm up front where the werewolf is.
Okay, maybe you should not be up front then. Alright, Charity will probably be in the back, though. That's fine.
HP is not what makes a tank.
Nah, it's not.
Armor
You
class is
prob-
what makes
yeah.
a tank.
I have 13.
I was the tank of the party.
I had
as a
18,
player,
boys.
easily.
Get in the
I
back.
had a 30.
It's all about, just dodging, wiggling your hips from side to side, making sure you dodge those arrows going for your hips.
Belly dancing tank.
Of course.
I mean, no
Get in the
Tanner, does that
back.
count?
You know what? I'm just gonna keep moving forward and not acknowledge that thing that you just put in the chat. No, I'm not acknowledging this. I'm moving forward.
Bid
Who
knowledge.
is fucking... What is happening?
What do you mean? What is happening?
All I hear is boop, boop.
Yeah,
boop,
because apparently Butters in one session had a 30 AC on a cleric at
Oh
level
no,
6.
moving on
Moving on.
for the fucking envy happens.
Yep, moving forward.
Sometimes 32.
Looking around, you guys keep an eye out. There's the faint sounds of various creatures from the forest, but they're all distant. There are a few areas where you see markings against trees, which Millie, you have seen happen before. It's like a method of marking one's territory. But it looks sporadic, so it's like something is just like marking it just out of instinct, and then doing it again almost as like no, I gotta do this better, which is different. Definitely not something that a wolf normally does.
Yeah, no, they don't normally check their marks and think, oh, that's not good enough. No.
Werewolves are not usually perfect.
No, they are not. Oh, boy. Do I hear... Do my Dracorai either hear anything that seems off since the woods are...
Roll 2 perception checks, one for you, one for him.
Can
I
roll
can't! Remember, I
perception?
don't have his character sheet!
Alright, I'll get that for you, hold on. Let me see if I have that. If you don't...
Can I roll perception?
You can roll perception too, don't worry. You can...
Can I roll investigation?
Yeah, I'll let you roll investigation.
As we're walking through the woods, Julius just looks around and goes, Julius totally out of his element here.
Yeah,
At a 10.
10, okay. Okay.
Can I just roll with advantage with the Drake if we can't find that sheet?
Yeah, you need to send me that again so I can have stats.
What do you mean send you that again?
Send it to me again, that's what I said.
I never sent you this.
You sent
Are you
me
talking?
the... I'll
You
look
mean
it up.
the Drake?
Okay.
I'll look it up.
I sent you
Charity,
a picture.
Yes. Anyways, moving on. With the investigation check, you're just kind of you're keeping an eye out, just keeping lookout. You make sure to look at the wolf marks a few times. It's pretty on point for a wolf. Nothing about it really seems off to you. Paris, you're
Okay, so-
listening, and for a little bit you don't hear anything but Weeping Bell. You are the first to hear something. Sounds like it's approaching. It's kind of a crunch sound of something walking up, and you hear a little.
Immediately, I'm gonna put my hand out in front of everyone else.
Yeah. Also, it is a deep, throaty kind of sound, not entirely wolf-like.
Oh, that's fun.
Huh? What
Going
does that?
to lean to everyone. Go. I hear something.
Oh, where?
Julius does not hear anything. What do you hear as he starts to...
Is that a bear?
Is it getting?
Coming up from basically just over a little hill right next to you, you see a large brown bear looking down at you.
Thought so, yeah.
Ah, Julius sees it now.
Weeping Bell's like rubbing the bridge of his nose.
Feria, can't you speak to animals like you were doing earlier?
I invoke beast speech and go, hi.
You're not supposed to be out in these woods. Don't you know there's danger around these areas?
Hi, Yogi.
I don't know about
Yogi
that
was a
one,
little
Yogi.
more backwoods.
Yeah, Yogi was.
Do you have a picnic basket?
Do you have a picnic basket?
Fairy's just gonna go, is the danger the werewolves? Because we're here to find them.
Make an insight check.
Something tells me that's a werebear.
Tell me that's a
Three.
word.
No,
Can
this bear seems
even
like
if
he's on the level.
Even if I can't understand it, can I insight this thing?
Its stance. Can I insight this thing's stance? Is it bear?
No,
You look away and you look back and it has to. I had to do it.
You can tell if a bear is hostile from the way it's fucking standing.
You can.
I'll allow it then.
Can I tell if it's more of a human-like stance or more of a bear-like stance?
That I will not allow you to roll for.
Shit,
It
I
looks
know
like a
nothing.
bear. Paris,
Yeah, that's a bear.
it looks more confused. Like it's not like a hostile. Like it's not like growling or anything. It's just making like little noise. It's almost like it made the noise to let you know it was there, so that it was just like hey.
Okay.
Hey,
So it's more like you're in my woods. What are you doing in my woods?
Okay.
Julius is curious. Do you eat that too?
No.
Back to the one with bee speech. You see the bear tilt their head, kind of give it a little shake. They're not supposed to be in the woods.
The werewolves?
Danger. Yes. If you think you can handle them, kind of motions. Starts walking, basically on the same path you've been following already.
Oh, yeah. I mean, apparently these three, they're gonna gesture to Millie, Batalon, and Weeping Bell. Apparently they killed.
If I get gestured to, I wave.
It looks at you. It looks at you for a moment, kind of like because you're not following it at the moment. Kind of just flops back onto its butt and gives a little bear wave back.
Okay.
Oh.
You ask him if
I'm
he
guessing
knows
we should
where the
follow him then.
Yeah, let's follow. Ask him if he knows where the werewolves are. Maybe.
I'm going to ask him if he knows where the werewolves are.
And he starts walking further down.
Yep,
Okay, let's follow this random bear.
That's all
Okay.
the greatest bear that we can totally trust.
Bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Simple necessity.
This is not the type of bear Julius is dealing.
God damn. Damn, why?
Continuing on your way down this path.
I'm back.
Welcome back. The bear's telling
We're
you to follow
following-
it.
Yeah, we're following a bear.
Lumbering
Listen.
forward, it's not making any aggressive motions, it's just kind of walking ahead of you until it gets to an area where you see there's it looks like it's a cave that goes deeper into a hill. Moves around, kind of just sits next to it, looking at you all. These hills had small folk before. Halflings. They built tunnels connecting homes. It now runs through this with other creatures. There are dangers beyond this in here. If you think you can handle them, by all means. I wish to be rid of such creature.
Sure, we'll take care of them. No.
Gives a little nod. And it kind of just sits there. For everyone else, you have approached a hill It's about, I'd say, about a good 20 feet tall, with a big wooden door. Looks almost like a cozy home, if it weren't for the fact that the wooden door is clawed at, weathered with age, and the door handle is broken.
Tasty.
So it is like it's not closed in the sense that it's like this door is closed, but it's like only cracked open slightly.
Are they in there, Mr. Bear?
The bear gives a nod.
Okay, well,
Can I pet the bear?
I would advise you don't pet the bear.
wait, he's smart for a bear. Are you a normal bear or no?
It doesn't react.
Hey, can you ask him that question for me?
You
Is he
asked him
just
if
your
they were
average bear?
Is he smarter than the average bear?
I'm not going to ask him that.
That sounds very offensive.
Weeping Bell's gonna lean down to Freya? Freya? I'm sorry, I'm never gonna
Freya.
know her.
Sorry.
Freya.
Maria?
And say, can you ask if it's okay to pet it?
Do I hear that?
Fyria's just going to look at Weeping Bell and go, "Don't do it. I've tried it before. It doesn't work out well."
A shame.
Birdie takes one sweeping look across the group and is like, "All right, get ready. We could find
Oh,
anything in there. Be careful."
Goodbye,
One more
Mr.
question-
Bear.
one more
I grab
question
the
for the-
bear's hand and shake.
Oh my.
The bear it doesn't it watches you do that and just it doesn't react, but it's more like looks at the place, look back at you. Go on.
Okay.
What's the last question you had?
Does it know if there are any other creatures in the hill apart from the werewolves?
Yes. Beasts.
What are they?
Have nested there. I haven't checked in all time.
Bees.
What did he say? Sorry.
Beasts have rested there, but he hasn't checked in a while.
What kind of beasts? Just other bears? Other wolves?
One creature's not a beast. I know of wargs in the hills.
Orcs or warlocks?
Wargs.
That's not helping! Out of character!
WARGS.
You know the things like the big
Oh,
hyena wolf
wolves!
things.
Wargs!
Wargs, yes.
Wargs.
And
Okay.
I
The
believe
thing's
it's
orcs, right?
WORG.
Okay.
Yes.
Sweet.
The battalion's going through the door. This.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, fuck.
Alright, so you
Okay,
push
follow
on the
it.
door to enter in,
Charity says,
and that's where we'll end the session.
"Yay! We're all
Yay!
marching in to kill some werewolf."
Nah,
Get
we're gonna
right,
kill
everybody.
something.
I'm gonna kill something for sure. What that
Okay,
is,
Mark.
well, for sure, I say with air quotation marks, because people in D&D, for sure. Oh, who knows for
I'm
sure?
gonna need to
I'm sure
remember
Eric's
that
supposed to
my.
be
Before
fighting
the-
someone this session.
Before
I'll
the
need to
combat
remember my
even
rights as
starts,
active.
can
Hmm?
I cast Bless on 3 people?
I mean, if you want to cast that now, you can. But like I said, the bear stated that there are tunnels leading under the hills, so it
You
likely is
weren't
not going
told
to be.
that.
I mean, I told. I mean, is that something you relayed to them or no?
I did not.
Okay, so you can cast Bless on them. So when we get back, just let me know who you are blessing.
Julius would be wondering if anyone needs light.
Another good question to ask, but we will get to that next time we have this, which will be in 2 weeks.
Yay!
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 It's
Wait.
so long.
I know, but I got another bi-weekly thing that happens next week, and then for the next session it'll be the week after. So, but yes, that was a good session, introducing you all and having a good time. Good things all around.
I'm so glad this party set up. Mwah, perfect.
And we still got another person.
Yeah, another person on the
Yeah,
way.
you're
Just
right.
gotta.
And comic always brings interesting characters to the table as well.
Is he bringing
Hoorah.
the Gimp Guru?
I
Oh,
haven't-
please.
You don't
Please.
know, and I'm going to go ahead and let you know that it will be interesting. That's all I will say, because that tells you nothing!
In general, chat, by the way, if people don't know, that's Batalon. The actual picture of him that got
I need to draw him in a better picture.
That is the man with some dreadlocks,
I
man.
have plans. I have plans.
Excellent, excellent. But for everyone else who is watching from the future, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for... Yes, subscribe if you want to keep up with my content. If you are wanting to watch it when we're actually recording, follow me on Twitch. I also stream Temptations of I'd say, Butter's Game, Elements in Shadow, and Sorceries in Secret, which are generally Wednesdays and Thursdays. Right now, I'm in a bit of a bind with work because of bedbugs, so I'm probably going to be streaming a lot more. So you might catch me a lot more often just streaming random games like Stardew Valley and talking about D&D and how those two relate together, because that might be something that comes up in the future. I don't know yet. We're still looking into that. But in the meantime, thank you all so much, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Or if you're coming on Friday, on Wednesday or Thursday, we'll see you then. Otherwise, bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye.